Welcome to the Lenore Show. Here we will discuss lifestyle, beauty, celebrity gossip, and current events in our own way, my way, freestyle. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Hello, lovers. How y'all doing tonight? Hey, it's Saturday night. Well, it's Saturday. It's Sunday morning. Okay, it's Sunday morning. Even here. No, it's not. That's a lie. It's still Saturday night here. My bad. It's 9:30 here. It's 12:30 there, and all other times in between. Okay. Hi guys. How are you? I hope you had a wonderful Saturday. Hope you're having a wonderful weekend. Look, I haven't done anything all day, not really. And so I said, I'm going to come out here and chit chat with the people. And I felt like getting into some old school bullshit. Now, I'll tell you why I even got inspired in a bit. But let me see who is here with us on tonight. Now, look, I'm going to need y'all to hit that like button. Okay, hype up the video. Okay, let the people know we out here. We out here. Okay, the last time I did one of these lives, it was, at this hour, I want to say. Well, that's not true because I did a couple of late ones on like Wednesday nights recently. But about a year or so ago, I did a late night Saturday night live. I was on the East Coast. I think I went live at like 11:30 midnight East Coast time at that time. And it was about Corinne Stefans then too. So, she's been inspiring a whole lot of conversation over the last day and a half. So I figured, let's come out here and talk about it. Okay. But let me see who's here first. All right. Hey, CJ. Yes, CJ, I'm my bad. Child, the times be messing me all the way up. But we here, we together. We together now. Okay, we got it together. We all here at the same damn time. Okay. Yes, God. Hey, 50 Creole, 50 California. Hi, CJ. Looks like Miss V may have just updated it to 9:30. Yep, 9:15 or whatever I said. Yeah, 9:30. Did I say 9:30? Good. Yeah. Okay. So we are here. We are here. Hey, Leo lady. Who else? Let me come down here. Hey, Mama B. Nesto, Shackle, Shuffle, Walk of Shame, Leela, not Layla, Shark Tank Life, Juju D, Mary Willis, Make Beauty Forever, Snoopalicious. Hey, how are you? And Life Unleashed. You guys, please hit that like button. We're going to get into some late night adult talking old school mess. Okay. Now, first things first. Yesterday, we had our members only Zoom, okay? If you're not a member, you might want to become a member, okay? Hey, Legacy Moon, True Crime and Mysteries. If you are not a member, you might want to become a member, baby, because on Friday nights, we have our Zooms, our happy hours for the members only, honey. And when we do that, ain't no telling the conversations and the direction things take. Well, I took it upon myself to surprise the people yesterday with a new documentary. This has been our thing. We've been doing these documentaries now for a couple months. So I made an executive decision. Usually we come up with some ideas together. I just, made an executive decision. And I said, you know what, damn it, I'm going to choose what I want to watch. And you know what I chose? The documentary on Magic City. Baby, it is 5 episodes, 30 minutes each. We went through 3 episodes. I thought we would go through one, maybe two, because we like to talk a lot. But baby, our mouths were on the floor. Our mouths were literally, our chins were hitting the ground. Okay. There was just things after things after things happening. So we got through 3 episodes, but I ain't gonna lie, that third episode, it's like a blur because I was still trying to wrap my mind around the first 2 episodes. Okay. So this Friday, when we get back together, we're going to watch episode 3 again together, and then we're going to move on to 4 and 5. At least we're going to attempt to. Baby, the shit is messy. It's real grown. Okay, it's real grown. It's real sexy. It's real messy. It's real nasty. It's a lot of things. So if you want to come over and kick it with us, you better get you a membership and meet us over there Friday night, 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern, and all the times in between. Got it? Okay, good. Now, so we were talking about the shit that we're talking about the strippers over there at Magic City. They're talking about the history, how Magic City even, came to be. All about the man, Mr. Mike Magic himself. We learned all about his life and his wife. Child, the people said that he done married a Shirley of his own. Child, they say he is the Nesto that Nesto wanted to be but couldn't make it to be. All right? At least that man was making money. But that's neither here nor there. It's just a lot of mess. And they were talking about how a lot of those strippers, they started off as strippers, but they too were kind of like little mini celebrities within the celebrity world because everybody wanted to come to Magic City and see these, beautiful black butt booty naked women. Because, most parts of the country, especially back then, you couldn't get booty naked in no damn club. I mean, the women were topless, but that was allegedly all they had going on. But in Atlanta, at the Magic City, they was booty butt naked. And so we were just learning all kinds of things about what these girls have to do when they on their cycle. And I mean, it was just so many things that came out of it. All the stars we learned about, all the girls and what they had to do. And they said how they went from being strippers to some of them became video vixens and all of that. And so then we got on the subject of talking about, whether or not video vixens made a lot of money. We know that the strippers, they probably made more money being strippers than they ever did being video chicks. But, it kind of probably helped business on both sides. So nevertheless, we were having a discussion about video vixens. And so Corinne Stefans comes up. Now, I'm going to be honest with y'all. Corinne Stefans, I got like this love-hate thing with her. Not even a hate. Like I feel like she's had to go through a lot of ish. I think she took people through some ish too. Okay, she's no victim necessarily. I'm not saying that. In some ways, she's very empowering. In other ways, she is very sad. Hearing her story and seeing how she was functioning is kind of sad at times. But it's never dull. It is never, her life was not dull. Not in the least. She had a life, honey. And she's smart. She's beautiful. And anyway, she's been able to, shift and change and twist things around in her life so that now hopefully she's in a better space financially, mentally, and whatnot. So with that said, we were talking about her and I said, you know what? And then we started talking about Confessions of a Video Vixen. And we started talking about a lot of the stories that came up in that book. And all the different celebrities she mentioned that she was involved with and all of these things. And in the midst of talking about that, I was like, you know what? We're gonna read, or not read, we're gonna listen to Confessions of a Video Vixen, her first book, where she tells all of these wild and crazy stories. We are going to listen to it together in 2 weeks. Once we're done with Magic City, we're going to move on and we're going to listen to Corinne tell us all about her life with all of these men. Ooh, talk about what they say about the show business, like it's all sex, rock and roll, drugs, rock and roll and sex, all that, whatever. That was her life, okay? And she's seems like an open book. She's not only telling her business, but a lot of other people's business. Then, when Diddy had his trial and stuff, people were talking about her again because she was one of the first people who came out here openly saying that she knew, thought, felt that Diddy allegedly was, a little sweet. Okay. So she talks about that. We talked about that too the other night, last night. Then peeped over there at Lexi Moon and Native at their After Dark show that they did last night. And somehow, some way, Corinne Stefans comes up in the conversation again. I was like, oh my God. And when that was stated, and I believe it was somebody in the chat that mentioned it who was also in the Zoom. I was like, yeah, we was just talking about her, right? And so Lexi Moon didn't even know who Superhead is, okay? Honey, we're going to introduce you to her tonight. If you don't know who Corinne Stefan is, if you don't know who Superhead is, you will know a little bit more than you knew by the end of tonight's show. Now, about a year ago, I did one of my favorite interviews to listen to, throwback interviews, was when Corinne Stefans was on Jamie Foxx's Sirius radio show, The Foxhole. And she came on there, and Sean Robinson was on there. Claudia Jordan used to be a regular co-host on the show. He had like a whole panel of people. It was like maybe 2 or 3 women, 2 or 3 comedians. They were all on there together. Corinne Stefans came on as a guest. So did Sean Robinson from Access Hollywood. And then, oh my God, what's that guy? Jeremy Pivens, the actor. He just happened to be walking past the beach because I want to say they were at Venice Beach. They were outdoors recording this particular interview. And so when they were out there, Jeremy Pivens, I think that's his name. He happened to be walking by. And they invited him over to the show. And so he came over and talked for a little bit. Anyway, it was a really interesting show. Okay. And there's a story in there because at first I was like, you know what? I don't mind listening to that again because I do periodically go back and listen to a lot of these things over and over again. And since we were talking about her, I said, ooh, I feel like doing some Superhead research. Because, her ex-boyfriend is in the news too. Okay, Darius, sovereign citizen McCrary. Yeah, she was with him too. They had a whole bunch of drama. If y'all followed any of that, when they were together, baby, they were over there fussing and fighting. She was busting out his car windows and shit. Like, it was a whole lot of drama going on, honey, behind that relationship. So nevertheless, she's been coming up a lot lately. So I said, well, hell, let me see. When did I do that live? When I did the late night live about this interview with the Foxhole. And it was a year ago. So I said, well, that's too soon. I can't if it was 2 years ago, I would have done that same Foxhole interview tonight. But no, it was too soon. So I'm not going to do that one. We are going to hear a part of that interview for good reason. Okay? For very good reason. We are going to listen to a portion of that interview. But I found another interview, which I have also listened to a couple times. But this one, it's been even longer since I've heard this one. Child, it's probably been 15 years since I heard this one. Okay. And this is an interview she did not too long after her book had come out, maybe a year or two after the book had come out, somewhere in there. She's promoting the book. And she's talking about some of her experiences. By the way, she is a single mother. She had a child by a rapper. Native and other people like to tell me that he's a legend, child. I don't know this man. I had never heard of this man until I heard of this lady, okay? And I didn't know nothing about this lady, and I damn sure didn't know nothing about that man, but his name is Coogee Rap. And, yep. My name is not girl said. Coogee Rap is her baby daddy. Okay. Well, I don't even fucking know who he is. But anyway. Okay. So she got a baby by him. So while she's on this interview on this radio show, Hot 97 with Miss Jones out of New York, right? By the way, Miss Jones and Wendy Williams, they had a whole beef back in the day. They were on competing radio stations. I want to say Wendy used to be on Hot 97. Then Miss Jones kind of came up behind. They had this whole competition going on. And then allegedly, because I don't know this to be true, but it had been rumored, it was alleged that somebody had put a hit out on somebody else because of the competition. Okay. Y'all go back and y'all do your research. I might come back and revisit that shit too. This might be what we do on Saturday nights. Okay. They'll have After Dark over there on Fridays at Lex Moons, and we might just have Late Night Lives with V over here. Okay. Throwbacks and shit. Old school shit. Sonya. Hey, Sonya, you'll like this show on Saturday night, girl, because it's going to be all about the 90s, girl. In the early 2000s, okay? Okay, that's what we gonna do, okay? I think that might happen over here. So anyway, so they're on this interview having a discussion. Miss Jones, right? And Corinne's on there talking about her book and whatnot. And then I guess she's telling a story about her baby daddy. And her baby daddy's wife at the time, that, you know, she had like beef with her baby daddy and the baby daddy's wife. And, you know, she says the baby daddy was a deadbeat. They say that Corinne's a deadbeat and that she was always trying to get money out of him. And he's saying that he was giving her money. You know, I don't give a fuck. Okay. That's not the point. That is not why we are here. But we are here to get into this tea because I did not remember that one of the stories that's mentioned in the Jamie Foxx interview was mentioned in this interview here, but I guess some of the details of the situation kind of there seems to be a discrepancy. Okay, I don't know who got it wrong and who got it right. But we are going to listen on tonight and we're going to compare notes. Are y'all down? Y'all down, right? Okay, good. Because we're going to do that. We're going to get through this interview. It's 5 parts, 10 minutes each. Okay. So we're looking at about, an hour's worth of content here. Then I got another 10-minute excerpt that you can hear of her retelling the same situation, but over at the Jamie Foxx interview. And then, then the person that she's talking about, he calls in and he confronts her about it. Okay. She gets confronted a lot tonight. Okay. In both interviews, she is going to get confronted. Okay. So this will just be a little taste, a little teaser for you. If you don't know who Corinne Stefans is, you will know a little bit more tonight. But baby, we are going to revisit her life and her legacy, honey, over the next few weeks. Yes, in the spirit of Magic City and scrippers, okay? And video vixens, okay? Hoes be winning. That's what we talking about every week from now on until probably the end of the damn year. How hoes be winning. Okay. All right. Any questions? Huh? I just want to make sure we're all on the same page here. Okay. Let's see who else came in after the fact. Let's see. Hi, Andrea. Hi, sweetheart. Wait, what'd you say? Sweetheart said, V, I had a nice evening last night on Zoom when you called my name, which surprised me when you asked for my name. And I told you, Sweet Pea, as you see, I'm seer. Oh, sweetheart. Gotcha. Thanks, my love. Thanks for being here. I'm glad you had fun last night. Hey, Prima Wanda. Mama B said he is no longer married to Mrs. Magic. He's not, Mama B, because I said, why is this lady still? That's what I had said last night. How is she still with this man? Because I don't know how she stayed after all this shit kept happening. Y'all got to watch this damn documentary. Come on over to our Zoom on Friday, honey. I'm trying to tell you, we have a good time. We have some real adult conversation over there. All right. So if you want to have some adult conversation, you might even learn a tip or a trick or two. Okay. We're going to learn something. We're going to laugh a little bit. Yeah. We might get mad and we might cry. Ain't no telling what might happen in the Zoom. So just join. Okay. Whatever you feeling, you can do. My name is not girl. Hey. Jackie. Hi. Let's see. Hey, Lexi the Law Nerd. Who else? Who else? Hey, Diva Ray. Hey, let's talk about it all. Allegedly. Yes. Okay. All right, y'all. So good. Hey, tell me that part. What'd you say? A lady 747 said, I wonder if Corinne ever been to Dubai. You know, I don't know, but I would venture to say it's a possibility. She might have been Dubaiing it before they was ever Dubaiing it, you know, before everybody knew what they was doing over there in Dubai. Yes. Okay, y'all. Hey, Sensible Creation sister. Marcus, hi. Okay, Marcus. By Sarah. Okay. All right, y'all. So this is what we're going to do. So if you paid attention to the thumbnail, you see some people highlighted on here. Okay. Corinne Stefans is the young lady there. I need to fix this this thumbnail because I realized I spelled her name wrong, her last name. I spelled it wrong. So I'll fix that for y'all, okay? But child, you will see that there are a few people on this here thumbnail. This is mainly about Corinne Stefans, right? And this interview that we're going to start off with is her talking to Miss Jones, and in the midst of that, Coogee Rap and his wife at the time, they call in, they confront her about some shit. And one of the things they confront her about is something that this lady says she was present for. Something she says she was there to see firsthand. I did not remember this. So I said, well, hell, let's go back and listen. And it does sound like there is a discrepancy here. Now, the situation that this lady says that she saw, that she was a party to on some level, was when Corinne Stefans was dating Big Tigger, which you will see right there on the thumbnail, Big Tigger. And this story that she tells regarding he and Tyson Beckford, who you also see there on the thumbnail. Now, you may be asking, well, V, what's that got to do with Jamie Foxx? Well, nothing, not really. But it does sort of have something to do with the fact that when this story really gets hashed out in more detail, it's told a little differently. So there's that. And when it's retold, Big Tigger calls in to confront her on the Jamie Foxx interview. So there's a lot of confrontation happening on tonight. Okay? All right? So you're going to get a little taste of who she is, who she's been involved with, how she gets down, you know, what people think of her, why they address her the way they do, yada, 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 and yada. And then if we have time at the very end, I'll introduce you to the Corinne Stefans of today. She no longer goes by Superhead, and Corinne Stefans is merely her pen name. I will introduce you to the real Corinne Stefans at the end of this here show. Are y'all ready? Huh? I need to know, is you ready? Did you hit the like button? Now that's going to be a requirement, damn it. This is going to be a requirement. You must hit that motherfucker. Okay? All right. So let me check. I know y'all can do better than this. The likes ain't liking. Do better. Damn it. All right. Y'all ready? Okay, we're going to start off with our part one. Again, there's 5 parts of this first interview, 10 minutes each. And honestly, I might end up speeding up some of the parts because honestly, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. We'll play it by ear. Okay, y'all ready? Y'all got your snacks? Y'all got your note pens and paper and your typewriters and your computers, your laptops, your phones, anything you need to take notes. Ladies, you may want to pay attention. I don't know if she's going to be able to teach us anything, any tips. She might be able to teach us a tip or two while we listen on tonight, okay? How to be a good hoe. If you're going to be a hoe, be a good one. Be great at whatever you do, okay? And who else could teach you? Who could teach you better? Okay? Alexi Moon said, I think Superhead is a nickname that never leaves you. And she embraced it, by the way. She kind of gave herself that name on some level between she and Ja Rule. We'll get into all of that too, in the days and the weeks, to come as we really unpack her life. All right? And all of her lovers, big and small, short and tall, rich and less rich. Okay. Anywho, y'all ready? My name is Not Girl said, I'm drinking a coconut pineapple bubbly. That sounds yummy and refreshing. Nice. Nice. A lady said, I've got my Bible near. A lady 747 said, I got my Bible nearby. So no demons jump off on me. Where her daughter at? She probably gonna show up in this mug talking shit. Ain't no telling. Uh-oh. My name is Not Girl says she wasn't a good hoe because she never got the outcome she wanted. I don't know. She might have on some level. I don't know. It depends on what you think she wanted because honestly, I was talking last night when we were watching those girls from Magic City, and I just said, I'm not saying that those ladies, a lot of them, you do what you have to do because you don't see any other option for yourself sometimes, right? Out of desperation, whatever it is you got going on, lack of education, lack of access, lack of experience, whatever it is you may be lacking, and may cause you to make some decisions that you may regret later on, correct? And I was saying, because a lot of those girls were trying, I shouldn't say a lot, but there were a couple of ladies that really wanted us to believe that, it was some honor to be in the position they were in. And personally, and that's fine for them to feel however they feel about it. I knew that that's something I could probably never be able to get past, being in that type of, making myself that vulnerable to people, being sexualized in that way, day in and day out. I don't know. But a lot of them were really wanting us to feel like, yeah, people were jealous. And if you was doing what we was doing, y'all might be able to keep y'all's man. That's what one of them said, y'all. As if strippers always kept their man. Make that make sense. But anywho. So I was just saying that I would bet that the majority, not all, but I would bet the majority of the women who had to make those decisions, I wonder if the majority of them would feel like today, looking back in retrospect, that that was the best decision, or they really got something out of it that puts them in a better position today because they make those decisions then. And I would venture to say that the majority of the people probably don't feel like that. There may be a few that do, but I would think that the majority probably don't. But I brought Corinne up because I felt like in some way she was able to sort of flip it a little bit. Now, personally, mentally, emotionally, I can't speak to that. I think that when you learn more about her life and all that she's gone through, all she's had to do, I'm sure she is scarred mentally, emotionally from a lot of that shit. Okay? I'm just convinced of that. But from a entrepreneurial standpoint, she evolved from stripper to video vixen, and then from that, she did a little acting bit here, and then she became a New York number one best-selling author. New York Times best-selling author for at least 3 of her books. I think she's had like 4, but 3 of them I know for a fact were bestsellers. So now she's self-sufficient. She doesn't, have to take off her clothes. She can tell stories about it. And even now, from what I have learned as years have gone by, she doesn't even really like to revisit a lot of those conversations anymore. She really has tried to evolve out of that to become something else. So, anywho, so that's that. And we're going to get into it. Okay, y'all ready? So we're going to start off. Again, I want to say this interview happened sometime between 2005 and 2007. This is Miss Jones's radio show at Hot 97 out of New York. All right, y'all ready? All right. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all can hear it.
Corinne Stefans,
a.k.a.
Superhead.
has finally arrived. She's leaning back in the chair.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning.
What up?
Girl, I need a cut.
Yes, we will be writing Miss Jones a check on site.
Just playing.
No, we're just playing.
Oh, that's all legal. Cut that check.
legal?
What you-
Cut that check.
Ain't nobody playing.
It will be for $1 and 0 cents. No,
Well,
thank you, Miss Jones.
no problem.
For all your love.
The book, Confessions of a Video Vixen, is in stores and is very entertaining. That's actually the only reason why I was able to read it so quick. And plus, I'm just a gossip whore. But it's very entertaining, easy reading. And she's doing a book signing tonight at Barnes & Noble, 7 o'clock in Brooklyn, 106 Court Street. So if you're interested in meeting the woman face to face, where do we begin?
I know where I could begin.
You are going to be on good behavior.
All right.
Young man, we talked about this.
All right.
Now, you talk in the book about the message being, the book is about your trysts and your experiences with several different artists, athletes.
The book
and
is about my
executives.
life, which includes, I have some guest appearances by some celebrities in the movie of my life.
Okay.
What? That's how I'm going to say it.
You just can't, right? Go ahead.
I'm cool.
There are some guest appearances.
Listen.
Half of the book has no celebrities in it at all. It's just about my life, and then celebrities come
Yeah,
in.
but that's the boring part.
That is not the boring part.
That's the boring
Well,
part. I am interested in wanting to know if you say in the book that you hate your mom. That's how you start that particular chapter.
Yeah.
Have you had any contact with her recently?
My mother called me recently to tell me, and I hadn't spoken to her in maybe a couple of years. She hung up on me a couple of years ago because I was trying to give her some advice about giving my sister the child support she deserves instead of hogging it for herself and buying stuff for herself. So she hung up on me a couple of years ago, and I haven't spoken to her since. And I refused to, even though she called, because she hung up and she wasn't going to say she was sorry or anything. She just kind of skips over stuff. So anyway, she called me a couple weeks ago to tell me her uncle had died and blah, 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 and whatever. And I pretended like I cared. And I honestly, I just didn't. And it was really, really sad. And I wish that I did. You know what I mean? I wish that I cared. But, the first thing she should say is, I'm sorry.
Okay. Now, the reason why I'm stopping it right there, because I want you to hear Miss Jones says something that's very key, and this is true. The book starts off at some low points in this woman's life. She goes back, she tells you about, where she grew up. She's from, I want to say St. Thomas. I think she's from St. Thomas. And she was the oldest of, I don't know if she had more than one sibling or not, but she was the oldest child of her mother's. And her mother, she says in the book, really did not like her. She felt that her mother resented her. And in fact, her mother was jealous of her. Okay. So it also starts, spoiler alert. She runs away. Well, she's SA'd and kidnapped and SA'd as a teenager. a young teenager, and her mother really like almost blamed her for it, if I remember correctly. So they've never been on the best of terms ever. And then she ran away from home from there. And then all these other things started to happen. Okay. So I just wanted to give you some insight because, again, her life starts off where she's a bit broken. And because of that brokenness, it opened her up to a lot of experiences. And as you learn more about what her experiences have been, to some people may see it as glamorous, and to others people may see it as tragic. And I'm sure that there were times when both were true, you know? So I just wanted y'all to be mindful of that and understand it starts off just that abruptly in the book. And so that's why they're jumping right into it right there.
Or let's talk. There's a talk that we have to have,
Right.
that we've been having to have since I was a little girl, and we haven't had it yet. So if it's not that talk, then we're not going to be talking.
You going to therapy, hopefully.
I haven't gone to therapy. Writing this book was my therapy, and I've come out a lot stronger. A lot of things, the confessions part of this book actually has nothing to do with the men and the sex in the book. A lot of things that I wrote in this book I was discovering as I was writing it. And I just wrote this book the beginning of this year. So a lot of these things are new to me.
Right.
And I've been working through them with helping other people work through theirs. It's crazy. Talking about what you've been through and writing and being honest with it is the best therapy ever.
Yeah, but it's painful. And sometimes
And it is
you don't have a
painful.
strong, licensed professional
Yes.
to lean on and
No,
help you with
I'm
the
good.
tools.
I've got people in the church. I've got a lot of people that support me, and they actually help me through everything. So I don't need to pay to get better. I just need to be faithful and have that in
Just
my life.
keep that
and I'm
option
cool.
open, girl.
Everything is always open.
Keep
No
that option
doors are
open.
closed. But honestly, I'm so good. I'm better than probably most people I've met today. You know what I mean? I'm really good. I'm covered. I'm covered.
All right. Well, I want wait, Ebro, wait.
Now, let me say this too. In all fairness, this was damn near 20 years ago that this interview was taking place, right? And again, I have mentioned that she's always been like a little guilty pleasure from the moment I first learned of her. The first time I heard of her was when Confessions came out and she was a guest on Oprah Winfrey. Hello? The first time I laid eyes on her, the first time I ever heard of this woman, she was on Oprah. Then she was on Tyra. Tyra Banks got in her ass about the book, honey. She was all offended because of the names that Corinne had mentioned in the book. But I say all that to say, I have followed her here and there, because she's sporadically online and has been on and off for the past 15, 20 years, right? And I'll check in to see what she's got going on. When I see new projects or I see if she pops up somewhere, I'll pay attention. I will say that it appears that she has evolved a lot. You would like to think that anyway, but she's smart. She's a smart girl. From what I understand, she probably still doesn't have a college degree, but she's written several bestsellers, and she has been able to sustain a life for herself. And I know she's been a homeowner for many years. So, I mean, she's finally sustained her life, was able to raise her son without worrying about the money just by writing her stories and that sort of thing. And I do believe that there's a good chance she has gone to therapy by now. So that's why I wanted to bring that up, okay? So don't judge her too harshly. From this, she was in a different place mentally and otherwise at the time of this interview. But I think there's a good chance that she's probably sought some sort of therapy since then. Okay, here we go.
I'm keeping my mouth shut so you can have your interview.
Because we had this talk. Now,
All right.
You say you're good. In the book, this took place between the years 2000 and 2000.
The craziness really ended in 2002. That was the end of the Bobby Brown chapter, 2002, early 2003. And
you say you used to call Bobby's house, Whitney's house, because we all know Whitney pays all the bills. Whitney's house while she was there, and she knew of you.
From what I heard, she knew. I was told that she knew They were separated at the time, whatever that means. I know her father was ill and was dying, and she was in New Jersey with him, and he was left at home alone most of the time for that 6-month period. And so he would find time to come to LA, and that's how we met. I would talk to him when he was at their house in Atlanta. And
But
even,
the father didn't die until 2004.
Okay, let me stop right here. Okay. Again, they diving straight in. They diving straight on in. Okay. Now, you guys who have also read the book, remind me. I didn't believe she spent a lot of time talking about Bobby Brown in that first book. I think she went deeper into their relationship in the second book. Okay. But what I do recall is that even after she spoke on her relationship with Bobby Brown, he still found time and ways to go over there and visit with her, because she would go live. I remember a couple times, one time in particular. Let me just say one time in particular. He was over at her house snoring on her damn sofa. And she went live and had that nigga on video. And we saw him. And he was still legally married to Whitney, if nothing else. But I don't think that that's what was happening here. I think what they're talking about now was probably prior to that. Okay. But yeah. Wait, what'd you say? My Name Is Not Girl says she didn't in the first at all. The second book, yes. That's what I thought. Yep. You remember that too, a lady? He was right there. Yes, M. Alfred. He was on that damn sofa. Now, y'all have probably heard Whitney talk about, in fact, get this. I just thought about this. My God, today. Y'all remember when Whitney did that interview with Oprah? And she mentions in that interview about how she had learned how Bobby was cheating on her, and how she found out that the woman had been in his house, in their house rather. I do believe, now I could be wrong, this is alleged right here, but I do believe she was talking about Corinne Stefans. And if she wasn't, okay, but I think she was. Now, the thing I was just going to say that's interesting is that Corinne, the first time I see her, was on Oprah Winfrey. And then if it is true that Whitney was talking about Corinne, isn't it funny that Whitney would tell it on Oprah Winfrey? My God, today. Baby, this is a throwback for the throwbacks. Okay, let's get into it, y'all. Let's listen.
In 2003.
No. I met Bobby October 2002.
You got a great memory for all them drugs you was taking.
Yeah, well, I wrote everything.
Hold on. I'm sorry. You see how she does that? And y'all gonna notice she does that a couple of times. I do the same thing. If y'all remember, I told y'all I met my husband before he was my husband on January 29th of 1997. Okay. We got engaged May 26th, 1997. We got married December 5th, 1997. Okay, you see what I'm saying? I remember shit like that. I met him on a Friday. We had our first date on a Wednesday. Okay. I got engaged on a Monday and married on a Friday. Don't play with me. So when people be saying, "Now how she know all that?" Honey, I know it. So I believe she can know it too. I'm just telling y'all. I'm good with dates and shit like that. I'm just telling you. Okay. So listen.
Down. I have journals. I've been journaling since I was 5.
That's
and I
what
have
I want to know.
pictures.
Did you journal because when you started hitting rock bottom and reaching out to these guys and they didn't help you, because you said, "I'm gonna get these motherfuckers back one day"?
Yeah, no one helped me. It's like I was everybody's best thing until I had a problem. And it just taught me, like, okay, you're not my friends. And you don't care about me. I care about you. I would do anything for you, as I do with all my friends. I'm just that kind of person. But if people aren't your friends for real, when you hit, rock bottom, they're out.
But the problem with that is you didn't care about yourself enough.
I didn't care about myself enough. Exactly.
Yep.
Exactly. Which is why people don't, if you don't love yourself, no one's going to love you, period.
Right.
And I didn't. And so it's like when I hit rock bottom and the same person that would have wrote me a $10,000 check a week before, now that I needed $2,000 to keep my condo going, they were like, nope, sorry.
So you started journaling. You journaled with a different purpose at that point.
At that point, once I was homeless and I had my drug-induced seizure and all these things happened within the same time, and I really had nobody. I was still around, so I needed to get my money to get back on my feet. But in my head, I was like, okay, yeah, I know, okay, I got you. I'm watching you.
Woman scorn.
Exactly.
I'm glad that you're keeping it real.
Yeah, and that's true. And I was like, okay, don't worry about it. Because I knew
I'm gonna get you. You gonna get yours.
I just always felt like,
Damn.
I just always felt like, you know what? One day, all of this is gonna make sense, and you're gonna be calling me.
See?
I'm getting calls now. I'm getting calls now from people that the same person that I called to help me on that day that told me nope and hung up on me is calling me now. Hey.
Who?
But wait, what is he saying? Is he saying, "Hey, girl," or is he saying, "Why did you?"
No. Because he's okay in the book. He's good.
Papa.
No.
Oh.
It's somebody else. I'm not gonna say exactly who it is. I don't want to.
It was somebody who wasn't playing the poopy finger game.
It was somebody. It was somebody in the book.
It was somebody in the book.
It was somebody in the book who came off. Okay.
Hold on. Just so we're clear, Papa is a character she mentions a few times in the first book. And she names all the names. When I tell you she names everybody, I'm going to throw out a few names, and whoever I miss, y'all throw what y'all remember in the chat. She throws out Usher. She throws out Shaquille O'Neal, Ice-T. What's the old boy's name that passed away that used to be on oh my God. They used to be on Steve Harvey show. The black guy, the student, he passed away. She named all these different people. When I tell you Jay-Z, who else? I don't know. She brings up Nelly. She brings up a bunch of people. Oh, Ja Rule. What's her dude? Oh, what's old guy's name? That just passed away too. That was the label owner. That Ja Rule and Ashanti and that trash guy. Y'all know who I'm talking about? Yes, Merlin E Boogie. Y'all know who I'm talking about? The guy that just died, child. Anyway, he's an asshole. Him. Yes, Merlin Santiago. Or Santana or something like that. So, whatever is, yeah. So anywho, she names all these people, but one person she does not say the name of is Papa. She just refers to him as Papa. She says she just loved Papa too much, honey. Papa was fine and Papa was this, that, and the other to her, honey. She loves some Papa. But people guess, Irv Gotti, thank you, that dude. That's right, Bill Maher. That's another one, Bill Maher. She brings up, now see, here's the other thing. I thought she brought up Tigger and Tyson Beckford in there. Oh, Exhibit. She brings up Exhibit. She brings up all these people. She names all these names, y'all, but she does not say who Papa is. And I don't know how it came out, but people started speculating that they knew who Papa was. And one of the reasons why she didn't want to say who Papa was, I don't know why it mattered this much, but I guess, she brought up Diddy. I mentioned that earlier. Diddy, that's right, Magic Johnson. I think Shaq gave her money too. But she would never say who it was. So at some point, people started guessing or started speculating who they thought Papa was. And sure enough, it was confirmed later that Papa was, in fact, Method Man. Okay? Now, Papa was married. And then, again, I don't know if it has something to do with the fact that, his wife has battled with cancer for many, many years. He and Wendy Williams got into it behind that shit because Wendy was revealing, because she was always spilling tea. And she was spilling the tea that he was cheating on his wife who had cancer. Oh, no. She spilled the tea that his wife had cancer, but he had not told people publicly. And so he lost it behind all of that. So anyway, say all that to say, Method Man is the one name she really doesn't say anything about. I think she doesn't confirm it though until the second book, if I do believe. So anyway, let's listen, honey.
Okay, you know what I mean? He didn't do anything too awful to me, and we didn't, he was okay
Right.
in the book.
She also, I want to say she does she mention Jamie in the book? She talks about meeting Jamie during the interview with him, but I couldn't remember. Did she mention Jamie in the book? Because he talks about it. It's so funny when he tells the story. But anyway, okay, let's get back into it.
I got a message yesterday, hey, he's looking for you. But not in that kind of way. He just wants to talk to you like, he came off okay in the book, so he's good. He just
Don't
wants
go
to...
alone. It could be a setup.
No.
That's all I'm saying.
No, he's good in the book, though. He's good in the book, and he's good, period. But it's just people want to reach out when you're back on top, but when you're on the bottom,
I don't
they're
know,
out.
Corinne. You have angered a
Oh, I forgot. F. Gary Gray. What's the old boy's name from Vin Diesel? Now, that was somebody else she was in love with. Lil Wayne. When I tell you she has slept with all these people, did I say Jay-Z? She done slept with all these people, y'all. All these people. But anyway, okay. All right. I'm sorry. If y'all keep naming people, if we forgot any, okay?
or I believe probably angered a lot of folks and a lot of folks' wives.
I think a lot of people are uncomfortable, but the things that I left out are way bigger than the things that I put in, and I believe that people are actually a little relieved that I didn't say what I could have said. And for the people that were married, I've been talked to their wives years ago. Their wives has been known about me, because wives will find you. You know what I mean? When the wives will come and get you. To all the girls
You
out
came and
there
got
that think
me once. You don't probably even remember.
was that what when you was with G in Puerto Rico?
And you
Damn.
called.
Yes, they was.
Bitch, well, why I didn't get an honorable mention in the book? We gonna come back. We got Superhead here. Let's catch up. Damn it. Top 97.
Do you remember that? Yeah. You mean 1996 when you was in Puerto Rico during the hurricane with my man?
Well, I'm not telling you.
Yeah, I know. Remember the hurricane?
Get the fuck out of here.
I thought they was going to die. I was like, oh,
What
God.
footage you didn't get?
My man.
I was too busy
It
trying
was
to
a
run behind
hurricane, a
Dougie.
serious hurricane.
Fucking. I'm running behind Dougie. She calling me. I don't know. I gotta catch up to Doug.
It's my...
Up here, but Superhead is here finally. So we were at the point in the conversation where we were talking about G-Rap. Were you guys ever officially married?
No, we weren't officially married, but I lived with him. I took care of him. That was my husband as far as I was concerned, and everybody else that knew us.
You were 17 when you
Got with him 17 years.
And
He,
you were-
he wasn't your husband.
He was
though.
27.
He didn't know he was your husband. Though.
Hold on real quick. Let me say this too. Hot 97, again, this is in mid 2000s, right? That this interview is taking place. You hear Ebro, who is still, ain't Ebro still, I never go over there anymore and listen to Hot 97 like I used to. But Ebro was over there, and I believe that's DJ Envy at this time was over there at Hot 97. I think that's who we're hearing on the show as well, and Miss Jones. So isn't it funny how all these people are still in play right now? By the way, this is something else we're going to get into. We're going to get into all this old school gossip. But y'all remember when all that shit came out about Mr. C? The DJ who I didn't know nothing about until all this shit happened when it went, anyways, he's passed on. Okay. But we're going to come back and we're going to revisit all of that shit that was going on over there at Hot 97 too. Okay. It's so much to unpack. So much. Okay. Anyway, let's get back into this.
He called me his wife to everyone that he introduced me to for the 3-4 years we were together.
And you met him
from the
because
day we met.
That's right. Much better today. She was married to Columbus Short very, 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 very briefly, but it was after both of these books had been published and everything. It was much later. And then I guess, was he cheating on her or something happened? He got real high and then she kicked him out. They was at a hotel or something and she kicked him out and he went live. It was a mess. It was a mess. Y'all remember that? it was always a mess with her and her men, child. Because when Darius McCrary, when they got into it, because they were into it often. At one point, they even lived together. Were raising her son together. I think he had a son too, or something. And she was like stalking him and busting out car windows and slashing tires and shit. And they had it on surveillance cameras and stuff. Honey, that was before Ring cameras were Ring cameraing. All right. So, baby, just all kinds of shit. But okay, let's get into it.
You were hired to do a private dance for him.
Mm-hmm. And I just never left.
Now,
That was a
in the
good
book-
dance.
Hell of a dance.
Damn,
over
good.
there.
You sure it was just a dance?
In the book, you say
There was no dancing going on.
I didn't think so.
in the book you say that he was abusive to you physically, and he made you perform orally for him. Like, what was the longest amount of time?
2 hours until my nose bled.
Huh?
Wow.
Huh?
Super.
What you say? What had happened? Huh? What had happened? How long was that again? Huh? It's the one of your gums didn't bleed. The hell? Your throat should have been bleeding. Huh? Your nose was bleeding. That's a lot. That's a lot. That's a lot. That's a lot. 2.5 hours, huh? Did you have a timer on it? How did you know it was 2.5 hours? That's a long ass time. Okay? Are your jaws still functioning? It's a wonder all your teeth didn't fall out. What the hell is going on around there? Yeah. My God.
Head. That's what the book should have been about. It's
wasn't-
that talent right there.
It wasn't super then. It was just I was 17. I didn't even know how, or I just didn't know.
So you were
So
still
how did
learning.
you? All right.
Oh, sorry. I was getting excited. My bad.
Calm down, please. Thank you.
I was just a little girl, and I didn't know, but that was my punishment. So it wasn't under some great circumstances. It was like
punishment for what?
whatever he thought I did wrong. If I would do something, wrong, I don't know.
That's pimping. He was pimping hard. Because that's like oral with training wheels right there.
That's super penis. Can you last 2 hours?
Stop it. Stop it.
Sorry.
Until your nose bled. How many times a week or a day?
Oh, a day can go anywhere from 1 to 5 times a day. It was just all day long.
Why is that even necessary? I'm never going to be super then. I'm never going to be super. I'm not going to be super. I ain't going to be super nothing, okay? I ain't trying to do nothing all day. Nothing. Okay? I don't even want to sleep all damn day. I ain't never, ever going to be super. I see. I'll never be super. Okay? All right.
With the jaw saw and
Yeah.
everything.
Damn.
Yeah. It would hurt. Sometimes I would cry. Especially when I was pregnant with my son, you just don't feel right in that way. And even during intercourse or oral, I would just cry.
I guess so. Shit.
Alrighty, everybody, it's the Wendy
Hold
Williams.
on, y'all. Is this part 2? No. Okay, wait. Let me stop this one. That was part 1. Do you have any questions? I just need to make sure don't nobody got no questions. Huh? My God. Wait. Look at everybody. I'm looking at y'all's. She was still learning. Oh my God. Hold on. Wait. Let me come up here. Okay. Oh, look at y'all. Yes. Say said that was abusive. It is. I think there's a lot of forms of abuse that happen, especially actually speaking. There's a lot of actual abuse that takes place, especially in that industry as a whole. So, yes, I couldn't agree with you more. Juju D said, damn. Shark Tank Life said, all these celebrities nasty. Yeah, and this was the other thing. It wasn't even a secret. Like, she was known for being that chick that does, that got that mouthpiece and, was down for the party. So the fact that they would just be like gifting her, she'll talk about that. Like she felt that there were times when she was gifted and passed around like a party favor. She was the party favor. And this is her words, in so to speak. And she'll talk about that too. But yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. And they all knew about it. And that's why they all wanted to try it. Kind of like, which is always tears me up. That not Selena Gomez. What's that one lady's name? Not Selena Gomez. The white girl. Oh, no, not Kat Stacks. Well, her too. Kat Stacks. And then the other girl, Selena, whatever. Those two are known to be groupies. And these men know that they're groupies. Yet and still, they all elect to have them come and sleep with them. I don't get it. But I guess that's just how they get down there. Okay. My name is not Girl Set. I'm like Karen Huger. Retired my mouth years ago. Oh, Prima Wanda said, I just wanted to be super employed. Honey, she was super employed. Whoo, child, I ain't gonna never be super. I ain't gonna be super as shit, I don't think. Not if it takes that level of dedication. I'm too late in the game for it at this point, okay? I'm just saying what I'm saying. Life Unleashed said, I told y'all, super sucker. So in this interview right now, this is Miss Jones. It was her radio show. Ebro, who is, I think he's program manager now over there at Hot 97. He was a DJ then. He still hosts a show over there now, I believe. And DJ Envy. They were all over there during this interview. Okay. But in a few, we're going to hear from her first boyfriend that we hear about that was in the business, Coogee Rap. And his then wife, I don't know if they're still together or what, Ma Barker. Okay, so they're going to call in because they need to address her because they feel like she's telling lies during this damn interview. Okay. Legacy Moon said, I just don't understand 2 hours. No, ma'am, don't cut her short. She said 2.5 hours. Stop it. Okay. If your nose ain't bleeding, you ain't super. Okay, that's all I'm saying. You supposed to do it till your nose bleed, I guess, child. All day, every day. My God. Say J said, that's why certain STIs and STDs are at epidemic levels because everyone is so incestuous in the same groups. The NBA players date the same women. Like, ew, I'm not dating my girl's guy ever. Not never, not fucking ever. Do you hear me? Not never, ever. Okay. No, a lady said she wasn't the only one. She was one of many, many, many jump offs. Absolutely, she was. And honestly, I felt like they kind of touched on that when we were watching the Magic City stuff. In some ways, I sort of saw that all kind of being a similar sort of thing. It's just in that culture, I think. But yeah, child. Thank you, Prima Wanda, for putting that up. Thank you so much. So I can put it there. Yes. Let me see. Selena Powell. Thank you, that dude 06, Selena Powell. And then she used to get feature articles in urban magazines because of her infamous talent. And not just because, well, now look, I'm sure that played a huge part. She would tell you that. Her being able to perform these professionals as, shout out to Wendy Williams, performing professionals and things. Those did help her solidify a lot of the video features she got, the magazine features. She was in Man on Fire, the movie directed, I want to say, was it written and directed by F. Gary Gray? He met her at a club. She mentions him. Now, she acts like she didn't sleep with him, but I feel like she did. But, who am I? I don't know for sure. But I feel like she probably did sleep with him, too. But she met Ving Rhames on that not Ving Rhames, Vin Diesel. Vin Diesel during the making of that movie, and then they fell in love or what have you. She played Lorenz Tate's wife in that movie. It was a small part, but still, she gets. I'm sure she gets royalty checks from to this day. So anyway, that happened, child. That did happen. A lot going on. CJ said, then get mad when the woman gets pregnant and don't want to pay child support, child. Yeah, all this raw stuff is a lot. It's a lot. Wait. My name is that girl said, God, I was at work listening to this on my computer. Honey, these types of interviews and stuff got me through many days because at this time I was driving a lot. I was either driving or flying somewhere a lot because I was speaking a lot. But most of the time I was driving. I'd be driving all over Ohio, Indiana, West Virginia, Michigan, and might get up and be on the road 4 and 5 hours for a whole day, right? And this kept me company, honey. All these audio books, but most specifically that Confessions of a Video Vixen. That book right there, I've listened to it more than once. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. She was also friends with a Latina girl who brought down the Lakers on. Oh, her name was V Stinson. Was that her name? V something. Her name was V something. I remember that. Sure did. They were friends. Y'all remember that? And because she secretly recorded him on audio, and he was jealous because this is the V lady, because she took a picture with Magic Johnson, I think it was, and he got jealous. He was an older white man. She was a young black woman, beautiful girl. And he was jealous that she took a picture with Magic Johnson. And she was like, it wasn't nothing. It was just they were at the same event and they took a picture together. And he got jealous. And he was just saying things that was kind of racial. Like, I want to say he was saying some real racist type of shit, talking about Magic Johnson. She caught that shit on audio. And I think she got a nice little settlement after that shit right there. All right. So, yeah. My Name is Not Girl said Magic City intentionally targets broken young girls coming to Atlanta with big dreams. Magic City was right across from the Greyhound station. Yes, it was. Yeah, buddy. Or is it still there? I mean, it's still in the same location, right? Ooh. Denise Marie says she did good, though. Once that movie wrapped, Vin Diesel treated her like he never knew her. I know. She really liked him, too. I think she, as much as, she may not say it or whatever, I think she really wanted to be loved. I really do think that she thought she was doing what was necessary to be loved and appreciated. And maybe she even questioned what she had to offer at some point. And then when you hear, like, how her mother spoke to her and treated her, she really just did not feel loved even by her own mama. So I think that all of that can be a setup for why you make some of the choices that you make, So anywho, okay, y'all. Okay, now we moving on to part 2, child. Yeah, the visor. Who said the visor lady? Yes, Nesto's cologne flavored bread. She's the first person I ever saw wearing them damn visors. Y'all remember that? What was her name? V Stinson? It was V something. Yeah. I remember. Okay. Here we go. Sonya, you can gain weight too. Sonya, she was real small, Sonya, pregnant and things. But she found a way to plump up and things. Maybe you shouldn't be so stressed around there, Sonya. You got to eat better and eat more. Eat better. Take your boost. Drink your Pedialyte. Drink you some what's the other one? Enfamil. What's the other one that they give the people? The boost and the what's the other one, y'all? Drink a milkshake. Do all of that. Put it in the blender all at the same time. Chop up some potatoes. Put it in the drink too. Okay? Do all of that, baby. And then maybe you will gain some damn weight. I'm just saying. All right? Okay, let's listen. Oh, wait, y'all can't hear it? Oh, damn. Okay, hold on. I'm sorry. I got to unshare and then share again. Hold on. Jesus. My God, my God. Okay, here we go. Sorry, y'all.
Why didn't you pack your bags while he was sleeping or while he was gone? While he was on Puerto Rico doing that damn video, you should have packed
You
up
know what?
enough.
Because it was like, I felt at the time that that's all that I had. I mean, I was broken before I got to him. You know what I mean? I was already broken, and it's like I had nowhere to go. I didn't have my mother. I didn't have my father. My father told me to never come back, and I didn't have any family. I didn't have any friends. I wasn't allowed to talk to my friends. I wasn't allowed to even check the mailbox at one point. It was like I had nowhere to
I
go.
know those type of relationships where they try to alienate you
Yeah.
from all that
Or
you
everybody
know or you're
else.
familiar with so that you just
I couldn't get
depend
phone
on them.
calls. I couldn't dress sexy. There's a lot of things. I couldn't wear makeup. It was like, it was crazy. But I did eventually leave in the middle of the night with my son. I needed my son to make me strong enough to leave. I wasn't strong enough by myself.
Thank God that you were able to have your son because according to you in the book, he beat you while you were pregnant.
Yes, he did. And I wasn't able to eat. When I got pregnant with my son, I was underweight at 94 pounds from the abuse and the stress.
Because you're a little old thing anyway. How much you weigh now?
I weigh 130 now.
Okay.
Okay, so that's what I was listening to, y'all. I apologize. Yes. She needs to wait, what did y'all just I saw it just now a minute ago. Hold on. Ensure. Yes, the Ensure. Yes, she needs to make sure she drinks her Ensure with the boost. Have some Pedialyte in there too. Pour in a old thick ass milkshake, a Frosty over there from Wendy's. Put some ice cream, some whole milk. Chop up some potatoes, some rice. Put all of that shit in a blender, okay? And then drink it for every meal in addition to a steak, okay? And then maybe she might put on some damn weight too, child. Golly. But this girl was small, super duper small, pregnant. So, Sonya, that is a clue to you that you too, ma'am, you can gain some weight. She did it. You can do it too. Okay, here we go.
But when I met him, I was 130, 138. I went down to 94 pounds within the first 2 months of our relationship.
Crackish.
Yeah.
Very crackish.
Not crackish.
And then so when I had my son, I was underweight. It was very hard for me to have him, to keep him, bed rest. You know, the doctors were very concerned. I was just stressed.
Right.
You know?
And then now you're saying that, or I heard you say he doesn't even give you child support.
No, he hasn't given us child support or anything since I moved to LA, which has been almost 6 years, except for about a year ago. His wife contacted me. They ran my credit report, tracked me down, called all my friends, and then contacted me. And we were actually cool. We was getting along. Everything was fine. She's nice. She's a nice girl, and they're in love and married, and it's wonderful. They sent like $250.
Are y'all able to hear it now? Can y'all hear it now, though? Go back. We couldn't hear. Y'all didn't hear it just now again? Damn it. What's going on? Here, put a 1 in the chat if y'all could just hear her talking. That's the second time I done played it 2 minutes in. Okay, y'all can hear it now. Okay, cool. Okay, here we go.
2 jackets and in an outfit, and that's all that we've gotten from him in the last 6 years.
Why?
Well, he's a deadbeat. He's got 2 other kids he doesn't take care of either. His oldest child has cerebral palsy, and he's never even taken care of that one. And the state of California is actually looking for him. I heard him made a request on Wendy yesterday that the child isn't even his, and he wants a blood test. The state of California is actually waiting for him to stop throwing away their mail so they can administer a blood test so that we can prove, and I'm 100% on that one. I was 18, for God's sake, and living with him at the time. And so, so if he wants that, he can come to contact the state of California and get his blood test.
Well, guess what?
What?
You've come to the right place.
Thank you.
I have found G-Rap. He is on the phone right now.
Wonderful.
And he'd like to talk to you.
Yes.
Now, see, look. Now, that's what you call an ambush. Now, she had no idea they were going to set that child up like that. She come over there telling her whole good-ass story. All right? She came over there trusting that the people was going to be on the side and let her tell a story uninterrupted. But no, Miss Jones said, not only will I go and take your man and go out of town with him, I'll bring him on here with his new woman and have him confront you too. So here he goes. Cool G-Rap and Miss Barker are going to, confront her for the stories she is telling.
Good morning, G.
Yo.
Good morning.
Hey,
Morning.
what's up, Jonesy? Yo, I'm about to flip, yo.
Well, wait a
Why
minute.
you sitting there fronting?
Wait a minute.
Time out. G-Rap.
Turning you out, yo.
G-Rap.
Wait a
Hold on.
minute.
Hold on,
Yeah.
y'all. Hold
You
on.
better not go to no signings, dog. She in my neck of the woods, kid. It's a wrap.
Wait, don't make threats.
Don't do that.
This was not for that. This was for adult conversation.
Okay, well, let's have a dope conversation.
Because she was looking for you guys. You guys obviously were looking for
Let
her.
me tell you something, Ms. Jones.
Wait, what's
She
your
wasn't
name
looking-
first so I know your name?
This Mar Barker.
Hi, Mom.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something, Corinne.
Good to-
You're a
good
real
to hear
fake
you.
chick, homegirl.
Good
And let
morning.
me say, me and you know what we talked about. First of
Yeah.
all, she hit G on her two-way. She had got G two-way from Chuck or whoever she got it from.
Not a two-way. Yo, you know how old this shit is? Oh, tonight's show is for the old hoes, okay? This is for the grown and the sexy, okay? Baby, she said she hit him up on the two-way, baby. My God. Okay, here we go.
She hit G in 2000 or 2001, and she hit him on the two-way like, hey, Pa, I miss you. I want you to come to Cali and see me. He like, yo, for what? Come see you. Yo, I got a wife, boom, boom, boom. So she was like, oh, yeah, me, you, and Satina. So she hunted us down. She got his two-way. And let me tell you how I got her information. She thought she had an address on us for the child support. She sent it to my homegirl house with her whole affidavit of her snitching, talking about, oh, G-Rap has a wife and he's hiding everything on her and her name is this and that. Her social, her date of birth, everything was on there. And ain't nobody run her credit report and all that stupidness she talking. Second of all, I'm going to make it real quick because I'm going to let G talk because homegirl got a vivid imagination. She got a beautiful mind. I mean, when I heard she made this book, Confessions of a Video Pigeon, you know what I'm saying? I already knew about it because she had told me before she did it. Second of all, G told me, he was like, Barker, homegirl is a snake. You trying to be cool with her. I'm telling you, she a snake. But you know me, I'm a cool person. But what I did is I made sure I recorded every conversation we had. So, matter of fact, I think, Ms. Jones, you got some of the audio I sent you.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying? They really did set this girl up. Legacy Moon said, I'm going to be honest. I don't agree with them doing that. Why is his woman talking and not him? Well, he about to talk. But yeah, she has a lot of heat for Corinne. And I would agree. I have never even thought I would ambush somebody on my platform. Like that it's just not cool to me. It's not cool to do that. I did at one point, and you guys will probably remember this, after I had that initial interview with Christian Gold's auntie Lauren. And remember they ambushed my damn interview, but I welcomed it. He and Jen, come on over. Hey y'all, hey. Right after that, the next week, I met Alteria. She reached out to me. She said, hey, there's some things that they were not honest with you about. I want to tell you, some stuff. I said, well, you want to come on the show and tell your side of the story? She said, yeah. I said, okay. So we scheduled it for the following week. a couple days before that happened, I spoke to Alteria and I said, Alteria, I said, I am going to invite Lauren, if you want, or if you're okay with it. Once you guys have come on and you brought on everybody you want to bring on to have a discussion, and they say their piece, I would like to welcome her back so that you guys can have a actual conversation. I said, would you be open to that? She said yes. I do believe that she at least ran that by the other people that we had invited on as well. I do believe. But for the most part, it really was Alteria's interview, but she brought the other ladies, to come on as well. And so I reached out to Auntie Lauren. After that, I said, Auntie Lauren, I said, you can, I'm going to be interviewing them tomorrow. You are more than welcome to come on if you like. I said, I promise I won't let anyone disrespect. I will make sure that everybody gets a chance to be heard, and we will have a respectful, grown, platform where you guys can discuss your differences. And she said, no, she declined. She said, because I know me and I know how, if they say one thing, I'm going to lose it. So no, I don't think that's a good idea. I said, okay, fine. Now, mind you, I said, if they come on here and you want to have a conversation with them, I'll make sure everybody is respectful. But child, she was mad because Tobias and them had things to say. And I guess I was supposed to stop Tobias and them from saying anything. But you wasn't there, Lauren. If you had been there, it would have gone a different way. Anywho, y'all, so that's what had happened. So I say all that to say, Legacy Moon, I agree. I would never do that either. And I wouldn't want it done to me. You know what I'm saying? So I agree wholeheartedly. Because it sends a message to other people. If you want to interview other people in the future, you don't want people to feel like your platform is a platform where people might get ambushed. But see, I'm going to be honest. I feel like a lot of people have been very disrespectful towards this lady. But then again, people feel like she disrespected folks by naming names. So, I feel like in one breath, people say, well, these strippers had to do this, or these women chose these types of professions because they were empowered and they felt empowered with their bodies, and men do these things all the time, but women get demonized for doing it. But then they will turn around and then demonize the actual woman that you're saying that the rest of us should be respecting. Make it make sense. So anyway, let's listen, child. Let's get back into it.
Yes, we do.
Okay. So, and everybody want to know who Papa is.
And all that resentment she's trying to display on all these talk shows. You hear none of that. When it's a personal one-on-one thing,
we was cool. Yeah, we was cool. We was absolutely cool. I think that Ma's a very nice person. I think G's great. Everybody's great.
No, you wasn't saying.
But wait, we have the.
That's why I thought you were on real.
No,
we have. Listen,
hold
guys.
on. Everybody stop.
We do have the.
Hold on, G, hold on.
We
hold
do
on.
have the audio. They sent us the audio of the phone calls that you sent.
Oh yeah, and I got more.
81898 received January 16th at 1:52 p.m. Girl, what up? It's Karen. Yeah, we got the stuff. Thanks. Jess said thanks too. It's just what we needed. And the A-Rex hot. And that's just in time too, because his other one, he grew out of it. And that was his favorite A-Rex. I got another one. And, oh, and the sweatsuit is hot too. Thanks, Mom. Really appreciate it. So Gia said thank you. And I am going to put on his sweatsuit today when we go out. Okay, that's it. Yeah, me. Oh, and the real winter shit is hot too. Cause we got the face mask and all that. That's hot. Cause it be cold as shit in the morning. Right. It's just what we needed. Thank you. Appreciate it. Give me a call back. Good night. Bye.
It's like you you guys were amicable.
Yeah, we were.
Oh yeah, so
I just
why
said
G's
that.
such a terrible person? Hold on.
Yeah,
And
but
the Rob,
you never hear none of this resentment when it's a one-on-one situation with me and homegirl.
Yeah, you
Listen, listen.
I gotta give you the layout. Remember, she was like, "Oh yeah, she had to blow G into her nosebleed." See, Mama, all the audio should be coming over. You should be getting all of because I taped every recording. One day, me and G was messing with her on the phone to see how fake she was. So I called her. I'm like, "Hey, what's up, Korea?" I'm like, "Yeah, you know, you need to come and hang out with me and G." You know, she was like, "Oh yeah, remember Pa? Remember when I had to say it to my nose bled?"
it was all-
He didn't make her. He didn't. I got that on
And
audio.
you saying that out your own mouth, yo.
Yeah,
Wow.
absolutely.
So why would you
But
say that?
I'm trying to get money. The man owe me so much money. I'm trying to
Oh,
figure
see,
out
now
where
she
he's
tells
at.
you. New York,
Hold
see how
on.
fake
Hold on a
homegirl
minute.
is?
Hold on a minute. The only reason why I was even talking to them is because the state of California is still looking for him. He owes over $200,000 in child support.
Yo, cut it out, yo.
Yes,
Cut
he
it out,
does.
B.
Oh, come on. Well, then call
So wait, I'm
California
trying
and
to
find
figure out if did he force you to do it or were you happy to do it?
half
Because
of the times when I was with him, we wasn't in love with each other. It wasn't that kind of thing. When we was good, we was good. When
Yeah,
we was
come on, and I didn't force you to do
when
nothing,
we was
yo.
good, when we
Come
was
on,
good.
what's all that? I kept you from going
Okay.
to school and college, yo. You never had desire
Every time
to
I
do
had
none
a
of that,
job, every time I had a job, he called my job, be like,
Come
I
on,
miss
what
you,
job,
come
yo?
home.
What job,
When I
B?
worked at the mall
What
at
job
Now
did you
West,
have?
when I worked at the mall at Now
When
West,
did you work at the
come
mall with
on.
me, yo?
Why she got this New York accent though? Like I feel like her accents be tripping me out sometimes. Like right now, I'm hearing New York. Okay, I'm hearing a little New York. I don't think she ever lived in New York though, but I'm hearing New York. Now, if you listen to her, she sounds a little European. I don't want to say it's straight up British or anything, but it's giving European accent, child. But anyway, she's like a little chameleon. Anywho, let's listen.
When I at Now
Come
West.
on, you stripped dancing
Okay.
you was with me, yo.
And I
That's
worked
what
at the
you
mall.
did, yo.
I worked at the mall at Now West.
Come
and
on,
when
man,
I,
cut it out,
when I
B.
made my money, in the club, I brought it home to G.
So G,
when
you
G
took
had
the money
no
she made?
Huh? Did you take my money? Did you take my money?
He said she asked you, did you take her money when she was stripping? Come on, he was pricing you out. He was putting money on you to do. Like, oh, you want her for $250? Of course.
Sure he was.
Pimping.
Okay.
He was a pimp. He was pimping her.
Okay.
That's the way chicken heads get done.
Okay.
See, that'll never happen to Barker. You know, you got to be with a real chick.
17?
But bottom line is,
But she was
you
only
know where he's at?
17.
Let me
17
eat that.
years
I won't
old.
even be on the radio
Listen,
getting
Ma.
at you like this. But me and you was cool. Hold on. But you know what? I didn't know you had a sick problem like that.
Wow.
Tell Jonesy who Papa is. Everybody want to know who Papa's
Yeah,
supposed
because-
to be. Papa's supposed to be messing me. Where's your bed? Where's
No,
your
it's
bed?
not. No, it's not.
Wait a minute. Is it? I thought.
Hold on. So Prima Wanda said for a couple of years she lived in New York when she got pregnant. Oh, okay. Because now when they lived, okay, so they were in New York then. Didn't they at some point though move to like Arizona? Did I make that up? Because I was telling Native about some of that story about her and Coogee Rap, and I thought she said that they lived in Arizona or they lived in Phoenix, the Phoenix area. And it was around that time, too, that she got to know Ice-T. I want to say she met Ice-T through Coogee Rap. I could have that wrong, but vaguely that seems to be how I remembered hearing that they met. And she big ups Ice-T like it ain't nobody's business. She said he treated her like a queen and he told her how to act and told her, he taught her how to hold his pinky. Yes, they didn't hold hands full on, but she would hold his pinky. That was very significant. It stands out because she said it and it meant something, child. So anyway, her and Ice-T, and then they moved to, she went to California from there. I think he kind of like got her acclimated to California life, I think, when she finally left Coogee Rap. But okay, let's listen.
Thought Papa was.
No.
I'll tell you this much. Whoever Papa is, I'm never going to say who it is.
So wait a minute. Wait.
Well, too late. We know who it is. Papa is Method Man. Papa is Method Man's fine ass. Okay. Yes, that's what she has said. Okay, let's listen.
Wait. Is Papa method?
Yeah, Jonesy. I'll send you the audio too. I'll send you the audio, Miss Jonesy.
Oh my.
Jonesy, ask her about her daughter. Where's your daughter Nala, Yvette? Yo, you got issues. Where's your imaginary daughter you got by Method that Method and his wife supposed to be raising?
Yeah.
All right, we gotta take a break.
First of all, I don't know. I don't nothing.
I
don't know nothing.
Deny it.
I don't know nothing about who Papa is. I'm not discussing that.
Do you
with
have a
anybody.
daughter?
How y'all doing? Do y'all need to go freshen up your cocktail? Huh? Do you have your snacks nearby, baby? Okay. We finishing up. This is part 2. We got 1 minute left of part 2. Are y'all here for the bullshit on tonight? Did everybody know this tea? Did everybody know this? Cause I didn't know none of this till I heard this back in 2007-ish. Okay? Cause I didn't know none of these people before this. But anywho, yes, baby. Sandy Purple said, I need a shot. Woo, a whole lot. Yeah, now that's the thing about her. Like you can tell she has told lies, but this is what I would say. And I need to go look and see who it is. I want to say Simon & Schuster. Whoever published her damn book, though, y'all, they needed to vet her stories that she put in the book because she was naming those damn names. And we just gave a few of the names that she named. Shit, there were so many names. It's a blur. Do you hear me? So this lady right here has been with a lot of people, and she said all their damn names with the exception of Method Man's at this time. But she's never been sued by anybody. Do y'all do see that? Like, she has talked about the size of these people's members. She's talked about what she saw these people doing, where she heard they was doing with other people. She's talked about who she did when she did them. She talks about Jay-Z and having to perform a professional on him at the actual video shoot of a video she was coming over there to star in. She wanted the top spot, so she took him in the back of the limo and said, let me hook you up. She did what that mouth do, and then she got the lead. These her stories. Now, if that's a lie, ain't nobody came back and said nothing about them other than come out here saying that it didn't happen. I want to say you're going to hear later where somebody she does talk about says it didn't happen, but they ain't sued her. So I don't know what that's about. But okay, let's listen, y'all. 1 more minute of this section.
I have a
Do you got a
son.
daughter?
I have a son. I got a son.
You got a daughter?
I have a son.
Pray
Just
to
a son.
God.
Barker you have a
I have
daughter?
a son.
Did you tell Barker you have a daughter?
I have a son, and we have a son, and
Did
that
you
you need to
tell
pay
Barker
for.
you have a daughter?
We have a son you need to pay for.
No, where's your daughter Nala?
Okay.
Yvette?
All right.
So
Corinne,
you, I
let me
have a
tell you
son.
something, Corinne.
I have a son G needs to pay for.
You know
and
what, Miss
At
Jonesy?
the end,
You see how she calls her Izette? That's the other name she mentions in the book, but that is not the name she goes by now. I'll show you that later too. But anyway, let's listen.
Yeah.
day, man. I'm
Play
here.
all the audio for me because I got the one.
Yo, homegirl's a fraud, yo.
Okay.
Homegirl's a straight up fraud.
Yo, I mean, New York City, you know what? You're making yourself look real
come
stupid.
on, come
you
on.
a pigeon head, homegirl. And let me
Okay.
tell you something. When I see you, we're going to handle our business just for the fact that you're trying to disrespect.
Thank
You
you.
ain't say, where's your daughter Nala?
Thank
or
you.
Duchess, whatever her name is.
All right. You're saying you have a son. We know that. But
I have a
is there a
son.
daughter too?
I have a son.
No, see, she won't
So you
answer.
don't have a
Oh,
daughter.
my
I have a
God.
son.
But you're not saying you don't have a
You know
daughter.
what? But
I'm
you're gonna
saying I
sound
have a
stupid when they
son.
play
I
all
have a
the audio.
son.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, my daughter was born in December. Oh,
I'll be honest, Lexi Moon. I think that she is worth suing, to be quite honest. One, her books have sold a lot of books. She has sold a lot of books. It has given her a lot of PR. She has had people have lended out their platforms to her to tell these stories for years and years and years. And again, they could have put a stop to the book. They could have taken some money from what she earned from the book. She's a millionaire because of these books that she has written, 2 of which are like these confessions books. This first one is everything. The second one, it was okay. I barely remember all of it. I just remember her talking about Bobby Brown in that one mainly. But for the most part, I think she would have been worth suing, especially if it's not true. They have tried to sue people to shut them down. Like, she's not Jaguar Wright. Hello? Jaguar Wright, we see her living in motels and hotels and Holiday Inns. She's not worth suing because what are you going to get from it? She has nothing to lose, and somebody who has nothing to lose, they're dangerous, right? So suing her is not worth it, but suing a Corinne Stefans who is actually making millions from these stories and these she does conferences, she's written the books. Now she teaches at Cal State, I want to say, University. She's has reinvented herself a few times. So I don't know. I think she would be worth it. She got assets. So I think she is somebody worth suing. Some of these other folks, maybe not, But okay, y'all, let's listen.
Oh, first Tigger. Oh, I got the message with Tigger. Remember what happened in Miami, Corinne, in the hotel room with the guy Jason?
Why didn't you pack your bags while he was sleeping?
Hold on, y'all. I'm sorry. Wait, I just oops. Hold on. I hit that before it was done. Prima Wanda. Yeah, that's a waste of time, but some people are different. I don't talk about that person over here, just so we're clear. So, and those that know why I don't talk about that person. Okay. I'm not even going to highlight that person's name, Prima Wanda. But yeah, they're different. And I just don't discuss him over here. But yeah, but nobody else, nobody else.
Head home girl, and
Okay.
let me tell you something. When I see you, we're gonna handle our business just for the fact that you're trying to disrespect.
Thank you.
You ain't say, where's your daughter Nala
Thank
or
you.
Duchess, whatever her name is.
All right. You're saying you have a son. We know that. But
I have a
is there a
son.
daughter too?
I have a son.
No, she won't.
So you
answer.
don't have a daughter.
my
I have a
God.
son.
But you're not saying you don't have a
You know
daughter.
what?
I'm
You're gonna
saying I
sound
have a
stupid when
son.
they play
I
on
have a
the audio.
son.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, my daughter was born in December. Oh.
Okay. Hold on. We're going to stop this one. We're going to part 3. It's moving right along, y'all. It's moving right along. Okay. Are we together? I hope we are together. Let me share the next one. It's a lot going on here, huh? How many of y'all have listened to this interview before tonight? Did you hit the like button though? Okay, y'all ain't doing nothing else. Just hit that damn like button. Child, had y'all heard this interview before tonight? Honey, it's interesting. Are you learning anything, Legacy Moon? Legacy Moon. Oh, Legacy Moon, are you learning things, girl? There's so much to learn, child, around here. So much to learn on tonight about these people. Okay. All right, here we go. Part 3. No, yeah, part 3.
Who?
Oh, what happened with
Now,
Tigger?
you don't remember none of this, right?
No, baby, hold on. What happened with Tigger and
Can we get
Jason
our
in the
attorneys
hotel
on
room in
this?
Miami?
Getting my
Remember
attorneys
that?
on this, recording
Remember that? Remember the
conversations
blood on the
against me.
sheets and you still laid there and had sex with dudes? Remember?
What? With
Remember? Oh, I mean, Miss Jonesy, it goes along. Let me tell you, when I finish sending you all the audio, it's downloading now. You're going to play one after the other after the other.
But what did you say about
Daughter.
blood on sheets?
Let me tell you something. I'm not going to mention no names.
You already
but
said
it. Was a gay act going on.
You already said it.
Was
She
a
already
gay
said it.
act.
Hold on. I know a lot is happening right now, but this is what I need y'all to understand what's being said. Because Corinne has mentioned so many different things over time, there is a story that she tells or has told about her relationship she had with Big Tigger. Okay? She dated Big Tigger, and she was, I guess at this time, she was cool with Miss Barker. Okay, her and Miss Barker, now they're cool. They trying to work on their family ship, whatever the hell they had going on. Okay, Coogee rapping his hoes. I don't know these people. Okay, but evidently they were cool at some point. They was trying to work some things out and be a family. And she was with Corinne when they went to go see about Tigger. Okay, so I'm gonna go back just a hair because we're only 30 seconds into this segment. So I just want y'all to listen. There's a lot going on. Now we're gonna clear up because she tells the story again on the Jamie Foxx interview, which is my favorite. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. If y'all missed it the first time, go back. I did a review of that interview with Jamie Foxx last year, about a year ago. Okay, this time. Go check that out, honey, and listen for yourself. But we're going to hear a segment of that tonight. But listen here what she says took place when she and Miss Barker went to go check in on Tigger. All right? Let's listen.
Who?
Oh, yeah. You don't remember none of this, right?
No, baby, hold on. What happened with Tigger and Jason in the hotel room in Miami?
Remember that?
Remember that? Remember the blood on the sheets and you still laid there and had sex with dudes? Remember?
What? With blood?
Miss Jonesy, it goes. Let me tell you. When I finish sending you all the audio, it's downloading now. You gonna play one after the other after the other.
Well, what did you say about blood on sheets?
Let me tell you something. I'm not gonna mention no names.
You already
said it. It was a gay act going on.
You already said it.
It was a gay act going on
between.
You already said it.
Tigger?
Ma, say it again.
No, I'm not saying it.
Hey, yo, Corinne, I stopped you from going to college and all that?
Haji, how you doing?
I stopped you from going to college and school?
Good morning. Where's my child support?
Wait, back to the game.
You don't even know that's your child, yo.
Well, the state of California is looking for you so you can take her. So you can take.
You talk about it's some $200,000. They talk about some little bull crap $10,000
for 6 years. For 6 years of child support. For 6 years. For 6 years of child support.
You didn't go when he was first born.
Yes, I did.
No, you
when
did
I
not.
first got to LA. Okay.
No, whatever.
So
I'm not gonna go.
right?
I'm not gonna go back and forth.
So that's $200,000, right?
I'm not gonna go back.
Okay, well, we ain't
I'll say this. I'm not gonna go back.
I'm
and
just
forth.
I'm glad Papa ain't who I thought it was. That's all I'm saying. Cause
Give me a
child.
fax number so I can fax you what it is.
Okay. You know what? I want to know also because I might just be saying that, but you still owe me child support for the last 6 years. Who cares what the number is?
Hey, Sister Saida.
Well, you know what? I want to know. I just
addressing that
listen
matter,
to
B.
this. Listen, guys.
Hey, tell everybody how you pulled the whole car seat out the car in Arizona and put them in the parking lot in front of my van.
That's in the book, babe.
When I had to take,
that's in the book.
But listen,
no, but you say you just put them in front of me and my friend, yo. You put them in the street where cars was moving. Yo, come on, man.
He was in.
There is so much happening right now. See, this was when there was just a lot going on. This is nothing but chaos. You hear me? We can't get one story out for somebody bringing up another story, and then to cut off that, then here comes Coogee Rap trying to tell another story. It's so much happening. I'm overwhelmed. Are you guys okay? Are you following? There's a lot happening here. All right. We're going to come back to that Tyson and Tigger story. Oh, I'm sorry. They didn't say Tyson's name in that one, did they? Okay. Well, let's listen, y'all. Let's listen.
He was right in front of your car. Yes, he was.
You put him
in the parking lot. It was it was in front. It wasn't in the street. It was a parking lot. It was.
He's that.
Okay. I'm not gonna go. I'm not gonna go.
That's abandonment, B.
She'll be signing books today
And then you
at
come to
Barnes
New
and
York a
Noble.
month later to get the kid. Yo, come on, yo.
In
You gonna
Brooklyn.
stop playing
That
with
wasn't
people's lives, yo?
abandonment. He's your child. He's your child.
Talk about, oh yeah,
Hey, you talking about child support, yo. I took the whole kid. Why'd you come get him?
You took him for 30
What
days.
did you come get him for?
Because he's my son, but you had him
Yeah,
for a
come on.
month.
You left him in the street. What are you talking
You're
about?
his father. That's
You
not
left him in
abandonment.
You're his father. Okay. You're his father. Yes, ma'am, I am said never heard these interviews and just downloaded the audiobook. Thanks, V. Girl, your wish is my command, honey. Go ahead, get caught up on the audiobook, girl, and then join the wait, are you a member, girl? Girl, join the membership. We're gonna be talking about it in 2 weeks, honey. We're gonna listen to it together. So if you don't get caught up, you can get caught up with us eventually. You know what I'm saying? So everybody, if you ain't a member, join the membership because on Fridays we go in. Okay? All right, let's listen, y'all.
Simmons.
But see, Miss Jones,
Come on, man.
let me tell you something, Miss Jones. Let me tell you something.
Guys,
when
you know
it
what?
comes down,
Hold on.
Ma.
Kids.
Wow.
He a real good dude. Let me tell you, me and him got a baby together.
Hold on a second. Hold on.
Ma, hold that thought.
Hold on.
It's nothing but fucking chaos. Okay? You got 3 hosts, and now you got 3 guests. You got 3 hosts, 1 in-person guest, and 2 on the damn phone. It's a lot.
I just got one question, and then I got to put you guys on hold because, of course, we got to play music. It is a radio station. Bring something up. This is just sounding a little heavy. You said Miami, something happened.
Yeah.
And you mentioned Tigger's name.
I mean, Yvette, tell him the story, baby. Come on, if you're a real chick,
I'm sorry. That's
bit.
not in my book.
She doesn't want to mention that. That's why I'm asking you.
Mention.
You said there was blood on sheets.
Oh, man.
Tell me what happened, Ma.
You was just trying to make the point how she be lying about a lot of stuff.
I'll tell you what happened, but I'm not going to really say no name. But what happened is she was supposed to be in a relationship with somebody that approached me. You know what I'm saying? Because you know I'm in the music business just like G. Somebody approached me about her. She was supposed to be in a relationship with somebody
I'm gonna have to
that
leave.
was having gay sex.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to.
You know, some dude was running up in the dude.
Don't leave. Hold on. Don't
As she
leave.
went into the hotel room with him after she seen blood and she wasn't sure. She was like, I knew he was.
Okay, I'm going to pull this back a little bit here, but just so we're clear, because I know there's a lot being said. She's trying to tell the story of what she either saw or heard or knew that transpired involving Tigger. Okay? That's what Ma Barker is over here trying to tell. In the midst of this, she's also having to argue with Coogee Rap while also realizing that she's being fucking ambushed because she's the guest, right? She's the special guest. She's the one with the book out. She's the one who everybody tuned in to listen to. Let's break it down. That's what it really is. But she's getting frustrated. And I think she's getting offended. And it is appearing that these other people are taking over her interview, which again can be very frustrating. So just so y'all know, I'm just going to pull it back a few seconds. But understand that Corinne is trying to tell Miss Jones and Envy and Ebro that she's ready to go. She's going to have to leave because she's not doing this. Because it is kind of fucked up, actually. It may make for good ratings and good radio, but as a guest on somebody's show, it is kind of fucked up. It is. So I'm going to pull it back just a few seconds, okay? All right. Here we go.
It was somebody that approached me. You know what I'm saying? Because you know I'm in the music business just like G. Somebody approached me about her. She was supposed to be in a relationship with somebody that was having gay sex.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to.
You know, some dude was running up in the dude.
Don't leave. Hold on. Don't leave.
She went into the hotel room with
some dude was trying to run up into some other dude. All right. So one dude we're talking about is Tigger. And allegedly, some other dude who was running up into the first dude is allegedly Tyson Beckford. Allegedly. I ain't said this is true. Tyson and Tigger. I don't know none of this. I don't know y'all. I don't know these people. Okay? This is all allegedly. This is out here on the internet. We just listening to it. I'm just giving the people clarity who may not have heard this before. Okay? So anywho, hit that like button though. Okay? Let's listen.
Him after she seen blood and she wasn't sure. She was like, I knew he was messing around with this guy. I wasn't sure. I pulled back the sheets on the bed. There was blood on the bed. I stuck my finger in his butt. You should see his butt, girl. It was all ripped out and everything. I said, and you still gonna sleep with this dude after you know this happened? You had blood on the sheets?
Corinne, hold on.
What kind of chick is you?
Hold on. No, don't leave. You don't have to leave.
Yeah, I do.
No, let us go to break and then come back and then we'll talk and we'll finish promoting this book.
Why you keep running from things? You putting things out there and you keep
have
running.
To expect.
But you running from people though.
And I help.
But you keep running. Hold on, Jonesy. You keep running from people. Like I wasn't even gonna get at you. Like I was gonna get at you because it takes two to tango. It takes two to tango.
I don't have to deal with.
No, you.
But
She don't. Yes, y'all can try to bully her into staying, and it actually did eventually work. Whether they bullied her or sweet talked her into it or what have you, it was kind of fucked up. It was kind of fucked up. And this is one of the reasons, too, why I think she stopped doing a whole lot of interviews. Like, it's hard to find interviews with this lady. Like, she's been promoting that first book for 20 years now. And you probably can't find 10 interviews of this woman in 20 years. So, I'm just saying, listen.
takes two to tango. So these rappers and you and y'all business, that's y'all business. But you keep running from stuff. And then you put your son's face in the book. You put your son's name in the book. Like, I wasn't even going to get at you like that. You know what I mean? But you got problems, B. You can't keep running. You can't keep running from stuff, B. Like, you can't.
You're not going to hold me here. Okay. Thank you.
Corinne, don't go! Superhead is back in the building.
We got her back.
How'd you do that?
Because she's a professional, and she's got a book to promote. She'll be at Barnes & Nobles tonight.
On Court Street from what time? From 7 to 8:30, I believe.
7 to 8:30. She'll be there signing books. The name of the book is Confessions of a Video Vixen.
Yes.
And this portion of Miss Jones in the Morning is sponsored by New Jersey Travel and Tourism. Explore New Jersey. Log on to visitnj.org.
So things got a little explosive, as they do here on Miss Jones in the Morning. And the show, you guys know by now, thank you, Flex, for borrowing your bomb for a moment, is about exposing the truth, whether it's good, bad, or ugly, even uncomfortable sometimes. Mm-hmm. That's what the basis of this show is. We expose ourselves and everybody else that we can. You wrote this book for money and teaching, for money, teaching, and your own self-healing. Why? Why did you feel the need to drop all this business that you shared, private moments with these guys? Why?
Well, I was good on money, so that's not what it is. You know, when I started writing this book, I didn't have a deal. I wrote this book for myself. I write on a regular basis. Anyone who knows me knows that I've got journals from years ago, poetry, short stories, blah, blah, blah. And I began to write because I needed to figure out what had happened to me. Like, where did I go wrong? What really happened, starting from when I was born to that time in my life. And so at that point in time, people started coming to me from my website and little girls asking me questions. I heard that you were raped, so was I. I heard that you were beaten, so was I. I'm a single mom, I'm 16, what do I do? You know, it's questions like that I answer every single last one of them that's so important to me. So when that started happening, I just knew that it wasn't just my story. It's not just me. I'm not the only person going through this. You know what I mean? And so when HarperCollins came to me to publish, it just seemed right and just. And I'm glad that I did, because a lot of people are being helped by it, minus all the other crap that's going on.
And you got some encouragement from Dame Dash, Andre Harrell, and who else was in the book?
Shakem Compare.
And Shakem Latifah's manager. They encouraged you to. They read the journals, obviously.
Well, I just talked to them and knowing them, and I remember the first time, you know, ever telling someone my story, it was Damon, and I called Damon Mr. Wonderful because he looked at me, he goes, "That's a story."
Did you have a sexual relationship with him?
Yeah, we did.
Okay.
Yeah, we did.
Before or after Jay, or did it matter?
It was years after.
Okay.
Years after. Right after Aaliyah died, I believe. And it was brief, but that's not what our relationship was.
They shared a lot of women. A lot of these people that be sharing these women. These friends, these partners, these, you know, business associates, these colleagues, they be sharing women. It's a lot going on. Okay.
Based on, you know, we just became friends, and we didn't collide in that way anymore.
How was sex with him, by the way?
I don't remember.
Drugs.
I can't comment on it. I don't remember. It was
in the drug days.
Yeah, no, not even. I was
got a good contract.
I was
signed.
good.
That's that.
I was good by then. I was good. I think he was. I don't know where he was.
How was Bobby Brown?
Bobby was a little messy.
Oh,
Why am I not surprised?
White crusted lips and all that.
That meaning pee and doodle messy, or just what kind of messy?
No, sweaty messy.
Just messy. Just everything you could imagine.
Spit drool.
everything we can manage. Were y'all ready? Was y'all ready for this on tonight? Huh? Was y'all ready? Now look, we ain't gonna give Bobby Brown too much tonight, honey, because I loves Bobby Brown. All right, okay. Bobby Brown, I feel for Bobby Brown. He's troubled. Okay, he's a troubled young man, older man now. You know, he's troubled, and I just got a heart for old Bobby. Now y'all just ain't gonna get Bobby, but so much now. Oh God, but he messy, huh? How messy? How messy is messy? Anyway.
Rolling out.
Messy.
Ew.
Just messy.
Damn.
What was Shaquille? You said in the book was sweaty messy.
I'm going to go back to the message, though.
Right.
I'm wrapping up. I'm wrapping up.
Right. Okay.
So I just want everybody to know, though, that everything in my book actually happened and it was checked by my attorneys and fact checked, and police reports and all those things have been, we have those. I've never thrown away anything. And so regardless of what anybody says, regardless of what gripes are coming in, who's upset, it doesn't matter. What really matters in this book, and what I'm hearing from the female population, all my book signings, is that girls are going through this all over the place. Things that I went through, they've gone through, and they never thought they could make it through. You know what I mean? And
what are you doing now? Like, I know you have the book out, but what are you doing now? You said money is good, but how are you?
Well, I'm producing a show for VH1, a news special, based on my story, other people's stories within the hip-hop industry. It focuses on women. So I'm producing that.
This just in.
I'm producing that. I'm working on my second book. I'm also writing and
More
producing.
whoring.
I'm also producing and writing the movie version of my book, the television version. They're looking for a reality show version of my life, and I'm getting calls for a daytime talk also. So we're working on all of that on top of the scripts that I've already written and have in Hollywood anyway. I've been doing this before the book came out. I was already writing already.
You seem like to get offended when people call you slut, whore. Does that bother you?
Because that's not what I am. That's what I've been. I'm not saying that I haven't been.
Oh, okay, good.
Okay, I'm saying that's not what I am now.
But I will say this. This is what I don't like, and this is one of those moments. You heard how he said, you know, right before this part where she said, I'm working on my second book. He said, more whoring. And then they asked, do you get offended when you hear that? And she says, because that's not what I am. That's what I was, but that's not what I am. And you hear how he responds. Now, when we move over, because we've got a couple more minutes, actually 1 more minute of this part, and then we got 2 more parts, right? Because this is part 3. Then we're going to go over there and listen to her when she's over there at Jamie Foxx's, when she clarifies what went on with Tigger. And Tigger calls in and all that stuff, right? But listen to how they be talking to her over there. And I'm sure that she probably, for a long time, had to I'm sure there were days when she felt like a whore. And I'm sure there are other days when she knew she was better than that. But because of the predicament she had put herself in and the way in which she had put herself out there, she understood that she was responsible largely in why they looked at her that way, right? So she probably felt like it's more empowering for me to embrace it. They call me Superhead. Okay, because I'm super, as she would say all the time. So, I mean, I'm sure that was her way of trying to take her power back. I'm glad to know now, though, that she does not like to be referred to as Superhead. And I'm sorry, Superhead, because I did. Corinne, I'm sorry. Actually, Corinne or Elizabeth, because that's what she is now. I'm sorry that I have it out here like this, Corinne, because this is how people do know you largely, right? But I will say that it appears that she has truly evolved from that space. But men like this, who would be the first to lay down with her, was anxious to have her demonstrate her skills on them, and who also capitalized off of what she was able to do and how she was able to attract folks to their videos. They loved her for all that shit then, but they'll be the first ones to demean you as well. So I feel bad that she has had to struggle in that. But again, we all, we have responsibility as well as to why we end up in the spaces that we're in. But it seems like she has had some growth and she's evolved from that space. So, okay, let's listen.
But now you're in a stable relationship with Bill Maher.
Yes.
And things are going well.
Things are wonderful.
Okay.
That's right. We forgot. Did we mention him earlier too? Because we mentioned him last night at the Zoom. Yeah. So when I first learned of who she was, I was watching Bill Maher's ignorant ass. I mean, he's smart and dumb. He's smart and an asshole. He's a racist and not one, all at the same fucking time. But anyway, I knew who he was. I didn't know who she was, but she was dating him. And when she went to Oprah's show to have the interview about Confessions of a Video Vixen, I believe on that show she mentioned that she was dating Bill Maher at that time. And you would never put those two together. Like, I would never have seen that coming. But they dated. And I think she felt like that was part of her evolution too, if you ask me. I'm not saying that was the case, but when you hear her talk about his intelligence and I guess there are things she learned from him and whatnot. But Bill Maher is someone else she dated and was seen, on the town with him on a regular basis for at least a brief period of time. So that's how I came to know her. I just didn't know who she was, but I saw him with this black woman. That was back when he had that show Politically Incorrect. Remember that? And then it got canceled, and then he went to HBO, and now he has. Does he still have that show on HBO? I had to stop listening to him when he called himself a house nigga. That's when I was done with his ass. Fucking asshole. Anywho, okay, let's listen.
It's only been 30 days, 2 months.
It's been over 2 months, and so far.
Oh, it's too soon to tell.
Well, you fall in love real fast.
Very Tom and Katie, but you know what?
No, you're not. Tom is Tom Cruise. That's Bill Maher. That's two different things.
I'm saying, as far as the emotion is concerned, okay. we're very much into each other at this point.
It's always like that in the beginning, girl.
Yeah, and so talk to me in another year or so and see what's going on.
All right. Okay, so that is that one. Hold on. We're going to move to part 4. 1 second. My name is not girl said, I can see, and here's why. He had a thing for skanky looking black women for a while. He did. As a matter of fact, didn't he date Tookie? What was Tookie's last name? Her brother was a designer. Black man. He designed all of the suits in Mo Better Blues. He did all of that. What was his name, y'all? And then he used to actually, what is that guy's name? Oh my God, I feel bad because he's passed on. I think he passed away from HIV or AIDS. Tookie Smith. What was the brother's name? Wait, Tookie. Brother. Tookie Smith. Willie Ware. That's right. Willie Ware. Willie Ware, if y'all go, yeah, Willie Smith. Willie Smith, Willie Ware. Willie Ware, he did all the suits for Mo Better Blues, and at that time he did all of the suits for Take 6. So anyway, he had that look where it'd be like a white button-down shirt would only have like one collar. Like it was real contemporary looking back then. He used to basically dress the black stars, So anyway, let's listen. Oh, wait. Hold on. Uh-oh, hold on. Boop. Boop. And boop.
We ran with that.
Yeah, we were all wrong.
Hold on. Okay, here we go.
You gonna put him in your next book?
No, Bill is a lot smarter and a lot more special than anyone I've ever met in my entire life.
Smart dude.
And I respect him, which is something I've never done before.
Except for Papa, who, by the way, is not LL. Thank God.
It's not.
Thank God. We ran with that.
We were all wrong.
So I just have one question, Jones.
But we never said definitely. We always said speculating.
At the end of your book, you said if you could do it all over again, you would do it. Now, are you meaning like you would do the whoring and the drugs and all of that, or you mean the experience to get you out of your mental state?
It's so funny when I get asked that question because, of course, I would. If I had my own way, I would have. I wouldn't have had the mother I had. I wouldn't have had the father I had.
You can't pick your
You
siblings
can't do
or your
any of that.
parents.
But if I could, if somebody said, okay, let's change it all and make it better, I would have been in college, being something else. I would have done the things that I think I should have, But obviously, that's not what God had intended for me. I would not do the things over again that I had done. I wouldn't do the drugs. I wouldn't do the whoring. I wouldn't do any of that. I would be in some house with a white picket fence with a husband and two dogs.
With the nice life, what
exactly.
people think is the nice life. But I think like I hear you talk, and there was no point along the way when you was 18, 19, 20, the G-rap incidents, whatever that was, sleeping with this rapper, that you weren't like, I'm a whore, I'm a slut, I need to stop. I mean, like,
absolutely.
because it seems like that's what you should be telling young ladies. Like, if you're putting multiple penises in your face in the course of 3 hours,
absolutely.
you have a problem.
You have a problem. If you're sleeping with somebody else's husband, you have a definite problem. If you're sleeping with someone that doesn't love you and has committed to you, you have a problem. You know what I mean?
And the same thing goes for men, too. The same thing goes for men.
Because these men are having sex with thousands of women because they're traveling, bringing back diseases. You don't know how many people
Speaking of which, did you have sex with Magic Johnson?
No. No.
Knock it off.
I have never had sex with Magic Johnson. Magic Johnson gave my son his first Christmas. He kind of just took him and his...
Why?
I met him through someone that he worked with, and his
community service?
His whole group of women.
Big in community service.
Yeah, his whole group
of
women.
And is John Sally really hung like two horses?
Yeah, John is out of control. But I have never been with John. I just know that's what I heard from other people, Shaq including, and like he's got the biggest in the NBA.
How is Shaq know?
Well, shower rooms. I don't know. I say again.
Shaq, how he know?
Well, people play ball together and stuff like that. And you can kind of.
I guess.
All right, but Envy, real quick.
Now, what about
Allegedly, though, Shaq is not a John Sally. If you know, you know. I'm just saying. That's what they said. But okay.
females in the industry?
Allegedly.
Any females in the industry you've been with?
No.
No?
No, I don't.
About porn movies.
What about them?
Have you done it? Any?
I'll discuss that in my second book.
So you have done porn?
Okay, just so we're clear, it's buffering a little bit. She has done at least one of the corn, tapes or whatever. And this one she did with Mr. Marcus. Now, I don't know if she did any others, but there is one she did with Mr. Marcus. And that's all I'm going to say. Okay? Yeah, go look that up. All right. Okay.
Book. I have
well,
tapes.
she talks about it in the first book, how you were taking baths with the girlfriend, the Minaj girl from, it the Ja Rule episode?
Yeah.
What about Tupac?
He was dead.
Damn. Rest in peace.
All right. Thank you for bringing that down. Did you ever have a confrontation with any of the wives?
Yes. When I was in the middle of all of this, they found me.
All of them?
Not all. Well, I remember Ja and his wife and Gotti and his wife, we were all in Vegas at the same time, and we were at the same crap table area, and I remember his wife lunging towards me and Ja kind of grabbing her and pulling her off, like, what are you doing? Yeah.
That's a six the hard way. If I ever saw one.
I had like 5.
She really loved Ja Rule, but I feel like she loved a lot of these men, or at least she thought she loved them. She at least wanted to be loved. That's what I think. But she definitely says, she really loved him, but he was married. She really loved Method Man, but he was married. I think she had love for Bobby Brown, but obviously he was married. Child.
5 of my
I
girls.
got 5 on all of them.
Yeah.
So she lunged at you, and what did you do?
My girls was by me, so they was ready. I wasn't going to do nothing. Because I'm not that kind of person.
Are you a lawsuit queen like me?
Yeah, I'm a lawsuit. I've got great attorneys, and I've got people that have a lot of power around
So
me.
I shouldn't solicit you for sex today.
Not today.
That'd be a bad look.
That'd be a bad look
but
for you.
before you go, can Kim give you a little reading? Because we asked her to stay around.
Let me say, first of all, Jupiter is conjuncting your Venus. That means a lot of money. So opportunities are falling from the sky right now. Get a good manager, get a good agent, grab as much as you can, okay? Another thing that's happening, in about 6 months, you're going to be really rolling with television. So I know you said you had some television opportunities. So my advice is that, what they say, they 15 minutes of fame, take the 15 minutes and make it into an hour if you
1
can.
hour special on ABC.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Appreciate
Corinne,
that.
thank you for coming back.
Well,
Good luck.
I am the runaway bride.
We're gonna stop that though.
No, we ain't.
Yeah,
I don't
we
have
are.
to. There's a lot of things I don't have to do.
And you know what? You don't have to. You don't have to run either.
Well, I like to, but I liked coming back.
I
liked coming back to you.
Okay, let me
Do
just
the
see if there's
reading
any.
with this hard
Hey, y'all,
way.
she does have a nice ass, too, by the way. So if you're wondering, a lot of people ask me, is she pretty? She's very good looking.
And you don't need makeup. That's how.
Yeah, she doesn't have no makeup on. And the ass is fat. And there's a picture on the binding of the book. You can see the Toto looks good,
Shut
too.
up, because you didn't even. We were saying she looked pretty in the book. You was like, she ain't no all that.
No, she's prettier in person than on the book.
Let me say this about her. She is a very beautiful girl. And like I said, I used to watch her a lot I was telling natives this. I used to watch her. I think she was on Periscope. He was like, Periscope? You was on Periscope? I was like, I only went to Periscope, I think, to watch her. I watched her on Periscope. I'd watch Michelle A.T. Alien when she was on Periscope, and maybe like one other content creator or whatever. But I would just go over there to see them do their thing. And she almost never, ever, ever had on makeup. Like, she would even go out and be out to dinner sometimes with a friend, and she would not have on any makeup whatsoever. She's a very beautiful, naturally beautiful girl. So, anyway.
Be careful. There is some drama. So I don't know, one of the book signings or someone may come up and try to approach you. So be very careful. You do have some bodyguards, don't you?
I've got a lot of bodyguards.
Okay, keep them close. Keep them close, because there's going to be one woman in particular.
I think
as she drops the police.
Okay, maybe not, but I'm just saying one woman in particular is going to cause you a lot of drama. So do keep your bodyguards close.
I will.
Okay.
All right, guys, we'll be back. We're going to talk about. We know we're going to talk about you when you leave.
I know.
All right, guys, it's Miss Jones in the morning on Hot 97.
Fan,
This was bigger than an interview.
That was a happening.
I had to go to the bathroom for half an hour, but I can't go.
Oh, right.
I just can't leave the room.
And right before we get to speak to Mr. METHOD Man.
Okay.
Good morning, Meth.
Oh.
What up?
How you doing?
Hey, yo, man.
Hold on. I forgot about this part. Papa done called in, baby. Papa has arrived. Okay, Method Man has pulled up. Let's listen to Papa.
I've been better and stuff, you know what I'm saying? I get the call this morning and stuff about what's going on out there. It's 6:30 out here.
Where are you?
I'm in L.A.
Oh, okay, on the West Coast. Yeah, well, Superhead just left. And, there are people in the book she's mentioned. She didn't mention your name.
Why would she? She don't freaking know me, man.
Oh! Now, when she mentioned Papa, we automatically thought it was somebody else.
Huh?
But then, I don't know if it was Ma Barker, Cool G Rap's current wife, who said it was you. Somebody said that it was you, and I hadn't even thought that it was you.
The word that I got back from Wendy's show yesterday was, you know what I'm saying, Cool G Rap wife was on there, who I don't know also, and confirmed that.
And they're
You know
also
what I'm
holding
saying?
too. We'll let you talk to them in a minute.
See, the exact words that I was getting was, she said the girl's a big liar. Now, the thing that I'm not getting is, why is they bringing my name up in it, B? All this nastiness going on and stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting calls and stuff, and my kids is like, why is they talking about my daddy?
Right. Well, you know what? Let me conference them in.
Let's be clear. I don't think Corinne ever said his name. In fact, even when it was brought up in here today, she said, is Papa Method Man? And she said, no, I don't know who Papa is. I will never say who Papa is. So, Method, you can't be mad at her. I mean, unless it's you and she told somebody and that's how the word got out. Other than that, if it ain't you and you don't really know her, you can't be mad at her because other people's out here talking because she never said it was you. I'm just saying, I think it was you, though. It's your fine ass. Okay? Okay, let's listen.
And you can...
I'm in
All right.
stuff.
Yeah, what the deal? That's exactly the point. That's what we was trying to say.
What's up, man? Love is
The point we're trying to make
Is that homegirls a compulsive liar?
Let him talk, Bob Barker. Let him talk. Let him talk.
Let me talk. I understand that, you know what I'm saying? But the whole thing is, the business that y'all got with her, that's with her and stuff, you know what I mean? But to put my name up in it, it's like the same way y'all got y'all family there, I got my family over here, dog. You know, and my wife is calling me, and she telling me all this stuff. What's going on? Why they keep saying your name? And I'm like, you know how Wendy Williams is, but now she like, no, they on the other radio station. I'm like, nah, she ain't got my name in her mouth again. Look, look, man, I ain't got nothing to do with no books.
Right. No, hey, yo, Meth.
Let him talk. Let him finish.
Hey, yo, Meth. It was no kind of disrespect to you nor your family, dog. We was just trying to prove a point that homegirl's a compulsive liar, that she lies on a lot of different people. She try to badge a lot of dudes' names. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And no, it's like crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Just word is born ever since that been going on or whatever and stuff, and some of the names that been coming out, I've been feeling real bad for dudes and all that. But I'm like,
Hey,
yo,
Rakia.
if you lay with a dog, you gonna get fleas, son. You know what I'm saying? Now, if I do something and it come out, I'm gonna own up to it. I'm gonna be a man and own up to it. Now, mind you, I ain't no saint. Me and my wife have been through some trials and tribulations. Mind you, I ain't no saint. But when it come down to that there and babies and all that right there, son, nah, man. Nah, my kids can't be listening to the radio hearing stuff like that, especially if it ain't true, man. All I ask is y'all have a little bit more discretion with it. Y'all take her, y'all do y'all legal stuff however y'all want to do it. I know how she went on the radio and she trying to blow the guard up and all that. Take that up with her with that. As far as putting Meth name in it, man, clear me.
No doubt,
so
baby.
Okay, so, hey, let's talk about it all said. He's not talking about her, I don't think. Oh, he's talking about her. He's talking about her. When she talks about Papa in the book, that is the one name. This is what I said at the beginning. There's one person and one person only that she refused to say who that person was. Now, I don't know if Wendy Williams revealed that part too, but he already had beef with Wendy Williams. He was out here threatening Wendy Williams, like he was going to lay hands on her. Like, let me say this. Wendy Williams was dirty as AF. Okay, she was dirty back in the day. Dirty. The way she would ambush people on her show, call people up, busting out, just telling all the tea. Now, we as listeners love that shit, right? But the industry did not love it. And when she came out here, and usually she always came with real shit. So when she came out here and said that, Method Man's wife had cancer, he was pissed. He was so pissed. And he came out here and damn near threatened to put hands on her. I mean, that's the way I took it. We might have to find that. He did a whole video talking about that shit. So I don't know if Wendy brought all of this out too about Corinne calling him Papa, and that's who Papa is. But yeah, that's exactly why he showed up, because they mentioned it again at the beginning of this interview. And Ma Barker or whatever was basically throwing it out there. Okay, so now Meth is trying to get them together. Like, look, y'all got y'all shit to deal with her. Don't bring me in this. And I get it.
Home, you know what I'm saying, and hold my head high in front of my baby.
Right.
No doubt, baby. Hey, yo, and that's very understandable. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's very understandable, Meth. You know what I'm saying?
Hold
Like
on.
people grilling her. Hold on. People grilling her. People grilling her, trying to get, all this information out of her. I ain't heard my name once. Only time I heard my name was when Ma said it.
Exactly. Well, cause she's on audio talk about that she had the baby by you, and that you and her, that your wife and you was raising the baby. This is what I'm saying. This chick got issues.
My wife know, cause she ain't no dumb lady. She ain't no dumb woman. She my best friend. She know that's game right there. But the fact that the thing that's killing her is how come my name keep getting mentioned in the same sentence with this girl if I don't know her? And I'm like, yo,
Yeah,
man,
why
I
is
don't
that?
know, man. I don't know, man. Message to Kelly Griffin, by the way, up at BET. Thanks.
You don't know her though, Meth, for real? Like you don't know her for real? Huh? Cause it seemed like you know her. It seemed like you know her.
For the shout out, Ma. I'll be coming to see you when I get home.
Boys and girls.
Boys and girls. Hold on, guys.
Yo, and Coogee Raps, you still one of my favorite MCs in the world.
Yeah, same. And vice versa, too, baby.
Hold
Same
on.
respect.
Let me just put them on hold. They can talk.
So the audience can decipher that however they would like. Let's let that marinate.
We have no choice.
I'm feeling uncomfortable.
It's time to go home.
Okay. Now, I don't know what this last part is. Let me just see, because I didn't listen to the last one, because we may not even need to listen to it. Hold on, let me see something real quick. Oh, okay. No, we're good. Okay, that's it. All right, so now we can get to the next part. So remember, the last section that I wanted us to listen to was the retelling of this situation that took place, allegedly, with Big Tigger, Tyson Beckford, and Corinne Stefans. Now, this interview that we're about to hear now, this interview was an interview that she did, as I mentioned earlier, when Jamie Foxx had his Foxhole radio show on Sirius XM radio. He used to come on every Friday, honey. I love that, from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, baby. That show was the shit. Nevertheless, it was a panel of people. It was kind of chaotic, kind of like what we just heard on basis, but pretty entertaining. On this particular day, they're out at the beach. I think they're at Venice Beach. They're broadcasting live from the beach. Sean Robinson from Access Hollywood is a guest on there. You're going to recognize Claudia Jordan because she was a regular on this show. All right. And by this time, she has been on there at least 2, maybe going on 3 hours at this point. And this discussion comes up about this story pertaining to she and Big Tigger and what she alleges happened. Now, they talk about it a little bit, and then they go to break, and you know what they do, kind of what just happened over there at Miss Jones's house. They got Big Tigger on the phone, and they told Big Tigger, she over here talking shit. She says you over there getting done up by Tyson Beckford's ass, allegedly. And she on here, so you got something to say to her? And that's when this part of the interview takes place. Okay? All right. Let's see. My name is Not Girl Say, is it true that Claudia got fired from Foxhole? I think there is some truth to that. There was a fallout. I don't know if she got fired or she quit, or I don't know. Both things are kind of true too. But she claims that Jamie lied on her. I don't know if that's true. Look, they fell out because I guess he was suggesting or told somebody that he had slept with her, and she said it was never that way with them and that they had just been like a brother-sister relationship. But I don't know. And she felt a way about it. And I do think that she did. I can't remember all that. We might have to go and do some little dissecting of that situation too. Because those old shows over there with Louis Dix, they used to dog him out. He's a comedian. He sounds... Child, that show over there was just so messy. It was so messy that it was entertaining as hell. It got me through my Fridays. Every Friday. The day went so much faster. So anyway, we are going to be listening to just this 10-minute segment of when they return from break. They have gotten Tigger on the line to address what Corinne says she saw happen. Okay. And the reason why I'm not so worried about what you heard her say before this point is because she addresses it with him, and then she goes into detail about what she remembers happening on this particular day. Okay. Ay. Okay. Let me share my screen, child. This shit right here. This interview right here. My favorite. Jamie Foxx, Foxhole radio interview of all times. All right, here we go.
Oh, this is Jamie Foxx. First of all, I just want to do a disclaimer. Eddie Murphy is a personal friend of mine.
Yes, good friend of mine.
And whatever anybody on this show has to say, they're fucked up, Eddie.
That's wrong.
I'm trying to do new movies with you.
Me too. He's very masculine. Very masculine.
Yes. So I gotta.
So
I
you
just gotta
saying that
move
the
along.
leotard with the back out was masculine?
I'm just saying, in his world it was.
The nigga wearing the riding boots was rapping.
Hey, Wayne.
Yo, you know what? I'm not gonna sit here and just go for that anymore. That's my friend.
I'm just
man.
saying the nigga
He's a
shop at Bed Bath and Beyond, nigga. That's how I'm just.
So do I.
I'm just
Johnny.
getting that. I'm just gonna
So
get into
do I,
that.
Johnny motherfucking man.
Hey, nigga, she called him out.
Well, I'll tell you what's going on.
I like Sean.
Niggas
Rollins.
is going to jail.
She's so much of a lady.
There's dogs being fought.
Yeah.
There's
Women being pissed
women
on.
being pissed on.
It's not a good thing.
This is Foxhole Radio, and to just let you know, we've been told by Foxhole and Sirius Radio to monitor what we say.
Who said that?
Who said that, Fox? And I thought this was a free for all. You know they.
Fox, who said
I've been
that?
getting called faggot for the past hour, but nobody
stopped that.
Nobody called from upstairs and said, "Hey, tell her
They
to
talked about my mama.
quit talking about Jamie being a homo."
And let's be very clear. When I tell you this whole show was so crass, I mean, she called him 82,000 FAGs. Okay, she basically told him to his face on multiple occasions. She know how he gets down. And he gets down with men. Now I don't know that to be true. I don't know this. That's what this lady has said. Okay. And she's drunk at this point. I think he tipsy. They all high. They just and when I say high, I mean like I think they were smoking weed and stuff. But they were literally lit, okay? And they just talking shit to each other and all of that. And when I say like you thought they was being disrespectful on that other show, oh, they got downright disrespectful with her over here. But she hung in there and she you know, gave him the 1-2 every time he had something for her. She came back with it. So, you know, I'm just saying. So let's listen.
Sexual and fucking his mama.
Freedom of speech. We're just.
But I guess that's how it is on the totem
Is
pole.
Howard Stern getting monitored?
You know what? It's because I'm black.
And you are black.
You are a nigga. Racist ass serious.
I am.
Hold on. Stop, Fox. Stop right the
what,
fuck
nigga?
now.
Stop what,
Nigga,
Johnny?
shut up, nigga. We got Tigger on the line right now. Yeah, bitch.
Yo,
Yeah, you talking all that shit, bitch.
Talk to her.
You see how they calling her a bitch? See, let me tell you something. We'll never be cool enough. We'll never be cool enough for a nigga to call me a bitch. That will never be acceptable. Okay? You can't call me no slut, no hoe, no bitch, no nothing. If all of it's true, you better not call me none of it. I don't care if you my man. You damn sure better not say if you my man. If you my brother, my cousin, my friend, my enemy, you might as well be an enemy. Because you're not going to do that. But they sat there and they called her all kinds of sluts, whores, and everything. And that's why she didn't have no problem saying the shit she said either, to be quite honest. All of that shit was so disrespectful. But anyway, here we go. So now they got Tigger on the line out here ready to ambush this child again. My God. Okay, here we go.
Let's go.
Tigger, give me something, Tigger. Give me something.
First of all, how are you, Mr. Fox? How are
I'm
everybody?
good. First of all, I want to talk about this skank meat. Skank meat has spoken out against you.
Oh, fuck you, Jamie.
Yeah, whatever.
Go ahead, Tigger.
Skanky Dank has spoken.
Hold on, you and Tigger been fucking for years. Hold on, this is not fair.
You know you're lying.
Superhead, let Tigger
Superhead,
speak.
Shut the
let
fuck
Tigger
up,
speak.
Johnny. I'll fuck you in your ass too.
Swallow your sperm.
Okay.
Let
him speak. Let him speak.
Go ahead, Tigger. Go ahead, Tigger.
I love Tigger.
This is the second time we going back through this. There is never a time in your life where you can say the things that allegedly you saying happen.
That's not true. Memorial Day, Miami weekend. I walked into your hotel room and smelled like straight asshole. And then after.
Wait, I'm sorry. When was this? Huh? Okay, you got it down to the weekend, to the date. I told you she be good. She be on them dates like how I be on my dates. She was like, I remember where we were, what weekend it happened on, all of that. Okay, but let's go. Let's go.
The 2 hours of sucking your dick, you let me get to the bedroom. I pulled the sheet back so there was blood all over the sheets. And then I seen your asshole and it was cut to the white meat. Let's be honest, Tigger. If we're gonna talk about it, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
That didn't happen. That did not happen.
Let's talk about it.
Huh? Okay. Now I mean I know y'all probably heard it, but I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go back. All right? We're gonna go back and we're gonna listen once again to her go into setting Tigger straight about what she saw, what happened, when it happened, and whatnot. Okay, hold on. Let me go back. Okay. Okay. Here we go.
Out against you.
Oh, fuck you, Jamie.
Yeah, whatever. Go ahead, Tigger.
Skanky Dank has flooded.
Hold on, you and Tigger been fucking for years. Hold on, this is not fair.
You know you're lying. Superhead, let Tigger speak.
Shut the fuck up, Johnny. I'll fuck you in your ass too.
Swallow your sperm.
Okay.
Let him speak. Let him speak.
Go ahead, Tigger. Go ahead, Tigger.
I love Tigger.
This is the second time we going back through this. There is never a time in your life where you can say the things that allegedly you saying happened.
That's not true. Memorial Day, Miami weekend. I walked into your hotel room and smelled like straight asshole. And
hold on 1 second. So a lady 747, let's be clear. A lady 747 said, why would you suck a ninja's D that a hole is cut to the white meat? Because she hadn't seen it yet. Remember, she said she went in there. Wait. Wayne said, damn, what have I woke up to? I just need to be. Anyway, listen. She said she got there, right? And she went to town on him for 2 hours till her nose bled. Remember that? She does that. That's how she gets down. She'll do it till her nose bleeds. All right? Then once her nose started bleeding, honey, now she just want to lay down and rest. And so when she got to the bed, child, she pulled the covers back, and there was blood in the covers, under the covers in the sheets. And she said, "Oh, you've been slaughtering hoes in here," something like that. Okay, we're gonna get to that. I'm gonna go back just a tad bit, just so we're clear. Okay, all right. Let's go back. You wake now, Wayne? You wake? Okay, let's listen, child. Let's listen. Okay.
Go ahead, Tigger. Go ahead, Tigger.
I love Tigger.
This is the second time we going back through this. There is never a time in your life where you can say the things that allegedly you saying happened.
That's not true. Memorial Day, Miami weekend. I walked into your hotel room and smelled like straight asshole. And then after 2 hours of sucking your dick, you let me get to the bedroom. I pulled the sheet back so there was blood all over the sheet. And then I seen your asshole and it was cut to the white meat.
Oh my God.
Let's be honest, Tigger. If we're gonna talk about it, let's talk about it.
Did y'all hear that? Are we together now? Are we following? Are we following? Huh? Okay. There's a lot happening in this lady's life, all right? She was required. You know, I guess to whom much is given, much is required. And maybe that's why I ain't got shit, okay? Because God knows I wasn't trying to do that kind of work. Okay, let's listen, child. Let's listen.
Let's talk about it.
That didn't happen. That did not happen.
Let's talk about it, Tigger. Okay, fuck it. It didn't happen.
So what you saying is, what you saying is,
I love you still.
Wait. I just want to analyze what you saying.
Nigga, they no analyzing, nigga. She just told you. Bust it over. Let's get to it.
You saying that she sucked my dick while my asshole was bleeding for 2 hours?
Yes, I did. I did, because I loved you that much. I loved you that much.
I've never loved then. I never know. I never knew love like this before. Now I'm lonely evermore. I never knew love like this before. Da, 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 da. never loved. I don't think I've ever loved. Jesus. Okay? She was selfless. Her love is selfless. You hear what I'm saying? Child, she will love you so hard. She love you hard and long. You know what I'm saying? I don't love nobody like that. I ain't never loved nobody like that. A lady said, it's hard to believe you on somebody's D for hours and don't see a drop of blood. She probably thought it was her nose. Cause you know she bleed, she sucked till the nose bleed. That's what she said, child. That's what she said. Wayne said, I don't want no 2-hour head love. I ain't trying to be funny, but Native said the same shit too. Native said, what? Wayne said, I don't want none. I'm good on that. I'm so dead right now. Y'all, it's a mess. Y'all, it's a mess. Hey, that dude 06, thank you so much for the super chat. Woo, this too much. I got to throw away my phone and my computer. Ain't it something else? I'm telling you, this thing right here is something else on tonight. I told y'all got to put them kids away. You got to make sure they all in the bed. That's why I can only do this live when it's midnight somewhere, okay? Because, baby, ain't nobody supposed to hear this, okay? I want everybody to get up tomorrow and we all going to go to church, okay? Because this is a lot. But thank you, that dude 06. I appreciate you. It's a lot going on, right? It's a lot. Okay. All right, let's listen.
Corinne, I tell you what, you can keep on with all of this. I'm glad you're getting checks. I'm glad you get money.
Hey, she ain't getting paid from us, nigga. We want to know what the real is.
Nah, nigga, don't get mad at me, nigga.
Listen, I want you to remember who sent you money to feed your son.
You did.
When you said there wasn't no food in the
Absolutely.
I want you to remember all of this. Because you know what? I can guarantee ain't no man, there ain't a man alive on the planet. I tell you what, I'd give you $1 million. You find a nigga say he fucked me in my ass.
$1 million? I hit it.
Let's call Tyson.
I did it. I knew she was lying. I hit it.
Let's call Tyson Beckford right now.
Pappy.
Let's call Tyson Beckford right now.
Oh, she's
I
calling
think
out
she's calling out more people.
You said Tyson Beckford?
Let's call Tyson Beckford
I believe
right now.
Tigger. I believe Tigger.
Wait a minute.
I believe Tigger.
Wait a minute.
Fuck that.
I need to be
Ain't no
quiet right
shame
now.
in it. Ain't no shame in it.
You heard what he had said, what she had said. She said Tyson Beckford, okay? That's what she had said. You heard her correctly. Jesus. It's a lot, right? Okay, let's listen, child. Let me let her finish, child.
Minute,
I need quiet right there.
I believe
You know
Tigger.
what? Hold on, everybody. Listen. Let me say this. I love women. I love women that love women.
He does.
I've never in my life had a man get behind me. I've never gotten behind a man. That's not how I do.
Because you take it on your back, baby.
Excuse me?
Oh, my God.
She said, I hate to say it, but I feel like this is the first time I watched Mike Tyson fight Evander Holyfield. I couldn't believe it.
Sorry. And I mean this to my heart. I'm not here to argue with her about it.
You better.
You know why? You know I don't have to.
Because she's a skank.
It's not true.
There you go, pimp. Tell him it ain't true.
You're right.
True.
You're right. It's not true.
At
It's a
all.
lie. It's all a
It's
lie.
not all true. So it really doesn't matter. You can keep telling the story. I tell you what, you present some evidence. Show me where it happened. Show me the blood. Show me any dude. Find me a dude that tells me he got with me.
You want me to find you a dude, nigga?
Find the dude.
Yeah, bitch.
Okay, at the end of the day, the truth of the matter is that
the blood. Yo, Tigger, it's Fox, man.
I believe you, Tigger.
I believe you, Tigger.
We down.
I don't believe
Tigger.
this.
we're having fun, but all seriousness, Tigger was my best boyfriend. He took care of me and my son. He was there for me and my son. And that's real
ratted
shit.
him out.
We having
Threw him under the
fun.
bus. That's Henry Hill.
It's a foxhole. It's a foxhole, and I got in his hole, and that's all that matters.
Oh,
Okay,
wow.
Tigger.
Hey, boy, I'd hate
Wow. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Okay, sorry about that, guys. I had to switch screens here for a second. Yeah, did you hear that? Did you hear that? What y'all think? Y'all think she's lying? You think that's true? What y'all think had happened? Um, Interesting, right? Hold on, I'm gonna let her finish though. I'm gonna let her finish.
Need to see if she didn't like you. Hold on, take it. Hold on.
Hold on. You got in whose hole?
No. I'm saying I got under your craw, didn't I? I got in your craw, didn't I?
Listen,
You called in, nigga. I ain't talked to you in 5 years. Now you talk to me?
I'm going to tell you two things. Fox and them called me because those are my boys and they know how I get down.
We love you, brother.
Yeah, and we all love you, Tigger.
You know what? And second of all, I tell you what, keep doing what you're doing.
Okay, I will. Thank you.
No, she shouldn't, because she's saying the wrong shit.
You know what?
I know what I saw, though. On some real shit.
You know what you saw.
Hold on, Tigger. You gonna lie and tell me that when I came into that room and I pulled back them sheets and I saw all that blood, I was like, man, you was a murderer bitch in here, and you laughed at me. You gonna lie to me right now and tell me I didn't see that shit?
Wait a minute, no, that happened because that did happen.
You didn't fuck no, but your asshole wasn't white, nigga. Your asshole wasn't to the white knee, nigga. Come on, let's be real.
This is the.
Let me be honest. He sounds drunk. He sounds a little drunk, tipsy, or something, and caught off guard and not really expecting her to go in such detail. Now, the problem that let me let her finish, and I'm going to tell you that there's an inconsistency, though. But let's listen.
Disgusting.
Why people get you are a shit.
I'm about to go jump in the ocean right now.
Yo, dog, there's nothing wrong with it. Why you can't be real with me? Why you can't be real with me,
Get a
Tigger?
colonic after this nigga.
Again,
why you can't be real with me, though?
I hear what you're saying. Ain't never, ever.
Your asshole wasn't white. Your asshole wasn't white, nigga.
No, never.
White meat? It wasn't down to the white meat, nigga?
I tell you what.
Take it. I was sucking it. I was there.
You was sucking his asshole?
Keep doing what you're doing.
Man.
Hey, Tigger, what's
Claudia,
up?
I want you to be honest.
Tigger, I'm a friend of yours. This is Claudia. What's up? How you doing?
What's up, Mom?
How do you feel about this? Because she did acknowledge the fact that you did look out for her and that she's saying this about you, and this is the second time. Like, how do you feel about this? Like, do you
It's
want
only
like
the first time. I've never said this about this nigga ever. Y'all asked me, so I'm answering the question.
No, but I'm saying we heard about it. Like,
you heard about it before, but
yeah,
not
right.
through me.
So I'm saying, like, how do you feel? Because you guys had a friendship. So
Clarify the whole situation. She didn't bring it the first time. Somebody else brought it up. I tried to get in touch with her to ask her how the fuck somebody like even could say something like that.
Right.
And nobody would let any of her people would let her talk to me.
Right.
So I mean, long story short, like I believe in karma at the end of the day.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It wasn't
Carmen Electra?
I believe in her too. I believe in karma at the end of the day. You know what? I didn't. It wasn't because me and her were intimate that I sent her money for her child when she said she didn't have food.
Right.
I sent her money because I liked her as a person.
Absolutely.
And she could suck a mean.
Dick sucking.
No. Tigger's a good
let
dude.
him talk. Let him talk.
Tigger's a good dude. Come
I
on.
don't want to see any black child go hungry, especially if I can help. So she can continue on with the lies and all of that. It doesn't make a difference to me. I know who I am. I know I like women unequivocally. I know ain't no man ever had sex
Unequivocally.
with
That means he is
There
not
you go.
lying.
And Tigger, fuck that. I bought your rim, so fuck it.
That's what's happening.
Tigger got rims, nigga?
Tigger, we gonna have you come in next week, man.
You should come in, Tigger.
And fuck Jamie in the ass.
I believe Tigger. I know
Tigger, you
Tigger's
better,
funny.
Tigger, you better not fuck me in my ass.
If it didn't happen, you need to come whip her ass.
Cause
No.
my ass is tight.
I believe Tigger.
You'll fuck around and spring a muscle.
Hold on, y'all. I only called in because some friends of mine that I work with a lot, and we are really cool outside of working, called me and was like, yo, she talking reckless. So I want to say the area. I'm going to say this one time, and I'm going to say it for the last time. I've never had my asshole put in my asshole.
There you go.
It's a lot being said
You know
here.
you lying. Listen, it's all good. We accept it. We're in Cali. It's
I
all
don't
good.
accept it.
We accept it now.
It's a lot going on. There's a lot being said. It's a lot being said.
No, accept that. I love
You
Tigger.
are
The people I'm with won't accept it, and I
believe you, Tigger.
Tigger, I believe you.
I believe you because she wrote a book in bad English.
I believe I can fly. It's Foxhole. What's cracking? And it ain't Tiggers. Let's go to the song and
Tigger, I believe you, nigga.
I believe you too,
Thank you for
Tigger.
calling in, Tigger.
Thank you.
That's a man. That's a fucking man that'll call in and say, you ain't
Send me your check. Send me some money, bitch.
For Foxhole,
you won't get no more money.
772-106-106.
All right, well, that was that. Okay, so what y'all think? So here's the discrepancy. The way Miss Barker told the story, she said it as if she was with Superhead. They went to the hotel. She saw the blood herself. That's the way she told the story. But that's not how Corinne just shared the story. She was very, but now let me say this too. Corinne didn't go out of her way to correct old girl because she was trying not to even have that conversation. She didn't go there to bring up Tigger or Tyson. She didn't go there for that purpose. She didn't bring them up. Coogee Rap and Ma Barker, they brought him up. So when she comes over here, you do hear from her what took place. And she seemed to be very clear on the details. And that doesn't make it true. I'm just saying she seemed very clear. He seemed caught off guard. He also seemed a little tipsy. So I don't know, y'all. What y'all think about that? I'm just saying. Now, I was trying to find, I had seen it earlier. Let me see. Let me double check something because I thought that I had found there's an interview that Tyson did earlier this year, or actually a couple months ago. And I thought I had the link to it. Let me see something. Where he basically addresses what was said regarding that situation. And he claimed, oh, wait, here it is. Is this it right here? Yes. Okay, let me see. Where can I find this? Okay, hold on. I think I found a short. Hold on. I think I found it. Let's see, shorts. How come I can't see it from here? Hold on, y'all. Because I want to hear, because I haven't even heard what he actually said, but it's only like a 3-minute thingamajig. I don't know if y'all going to be able to hear it well from here. Let's see. History, shorts, video. Let me see. Y'all might be able to hear it. Let's see.
I'm like, I don't even know that ninja like that. You know what I mean? I met him.
Okay, wait. This is a clip from the Breakfast Club. This is from. This was 12 weeks ago. Okay. This is 12 weeks ago. It's only 3 minutes. And I think Charlamagne's going to ask him here what he thinks about the stories that Superhead was throwing around about him being gay. And then I guess Kim Kardashian also allegedly accused Tyson of being gay after they had broken up. Allegedly. Okay, but let's listen to what comes out of this.
You kind of bought some of this stuff up. Yeah. You remember the rumors Superhead used to say about you? Or the stuff I mean, that's another one. Like, I mean, come on, girl. You can't. Like, I never hung out with Tigger. I'm like, I don't even know that ninja like that. You know what I mean? I met him a couple times at a hip-hop event, and that's it. But, again, where is she? Where is she? You know what I mean? Who is she? Yeah. It's nobody just out here trying to tell stories on. She done named how many of us? You know what I mean? And it's like, girl, go sit down somewhere. How did that impact you back then? How did it bother me? Yeah, back then. Oh, if I, one time so let me tell you how that rumor started. She called me one time talking about, I need some money. I need a place to stay. So evidently, we lived in Jersey together I guess Tigger lived in Jersey too somewhere, and he lived. I lived in Fort Lee at the time, so he lived around somewhere in that area, and they got into some fight. So I don't know how she remembered my phone number and called me, and I was like, "Who this?" I was like, "Nah, I ain't getting involved because I like to mind my business." So I denied her, and then the next thing you know, that came about, and I was like, "You petty, you petty." Wow. You know what I mean? So again, these people just hating and just mad. I don't know why people want to pick on me, but you know.
I think over time we've all learned like that kind of is par for the course when you in this business.
Yeah, whenever you run out and I'm gonna tell everybody business. But yeah, she was passed around, you know.
No, I didn't mean that. I meant stuff like people like, oh, he's gay. Or he's
and you know that's like it's childish because he's like, what can I say to get at him or get him mad? I'm the most masculine dude ever. I got gay friends, yeah, but I have no problems with the gay community, and they always bat me up and be like, no, he's not like that. He's just one who looks out for us, and I don't believe in people picking on them for no reason. And yeah, I will fight you if I see you messing with somebody because they're trans or they're gay. That's not right. You know what I mean? We're all human beings. We're all people of this world. You know, we're all God's kids. But why are you picking on somebody because of their sexual preference? What do you care what somebody doing in their house?
I agree.
That's not your business. So I believe that people who throw that stigmatism on me or that name calling is just childish.
Did that ever impact your money? Because I know Kim Kardashian did that
never.
too.
Yeah, never impact. Yeah, she learned her lesson too. You know, they went after her. They got her straighten her ass out. Yeah, they just what it is. I've always supported them in everything that they do. They support me in fashion. I mean, some of the people I work with are gay, bi, and trans. You know, so it's like they're normal people to me. You know, when we're at work. But if I see you doing something that's not right, I'm gonna say something. I'm not gonna sit back. And like in Jamaica, they look down upon that. Even in Jamaica, I'm like, yo, leave the man alone. Why you bothering him? He didn't come over here trying to hit on you, so leave him alone. So for me, I stand up for all rights. Word. You know, because it's a human thing. And if you don't, you're not human.
Okay. So wait. So what do we think? What we think, y'all? I heard y'all say, wait a minute. What did he say? Yeah, he did say we all used to live in Jersey together, and then he did switch it up. Let's hear it again, child. Because I don't want to put no words in nobody's mouth, and I don't want to get it wrong. Let's listen.
I brought some of this stuff up.
Yeah.
You remember the rumors Superhead used to say about you? Or the stuff
that's another one. Like, come on, girl, you can't. Like, I never hung out with Tigger. I'm like, I don't even know that ninja like that. You know what I mean? I met him a couple times at a hip hop event, and that's it. But again,
where is she? Said that was a Diddy part.
Where is she? You know what I mean? Who is she?
Yeah.
It's nobody just out here trying to tell stories on. She done named how many of us? You know what I mean? And it's like, girl, go sit down somewhere.
How did that impact you back then?
How did it bother me?
Yeah, back then.
Oh, if one time she. Yeah. So let me tell you how that rumor started.
Okay.
She called me one time talking about, I need some money. I need a place to stay. So evidently, we lived in Jersey together. I guess Tigger lived in Jersey too somewhere, and he lived. I lived in Fort Lee at the time.
Hold on. Did that sound? I mean, we could be just reading too much into it, but I feel like he got tripped up on his own story. He said, I don't even know him like that. I met him a couple times. Then he said, we all used to live in New Jersey together. I guess Tigger lived in Jersey somewhere too. Yeah, I'm going to go back again because I feel like that sounded a little suspect. I'm just saying, it seemed like he was searching.
You kind of bought some of this stuff up.
Yeah.
You remember the rumors Superhead used to say about you? Or the stuff
that's another one. Like, come on, girl, you can't. Like, I never hung out with Tigger. I'm like, I don't even know that ninja like that. You know what I mean? I met him a couple times at a hip hop event, and that's it. But again,
where is she? Said that was a Diddy part.
Where is she? You know what I mean? Who is she? Yeah. It's nobody just out here trying to tell stories on. She done named how many of us? Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And it's like, girl, go sit down somewhere.
How did that impact you back then?
How did it bother me?
Yeah, back then.
Oh, if I, you know, one time so let me tell you how that rumor started. Mm-hmm. She called me one time talking about, oh, I need some money, I need a place to stay. So, evidently, we lived in Jersey together. I guess Tigger lived in Jersey too somewhere.
Wait, make that make sense. She never said she lived with Tigger. And if you don't know her like that either, why is she calling you asking you for money? And you said, y'all, why does where Tigger live have anything to do with where you live? Does that make sense? If she just simply contacted you because she wanted money and you told her no and that you didn't want to get involved, why does it matter where Tigger lives? I don't know. I don't know. That just sounded weird. I don't know, but I'm going to let it play one more time.
I mean, that's another
Uh-oh.
one. Like, I mean, come on, girl. You can't. Like, I never hung out with Tigger. I'm like, I don't even know that ninja like that. You know what I mean? I met him a couple times at a hip-hop event, and that's it. But, again,
I thought she said that was a Diddy part.
Where is she? You know what I mean? Who is she?
Yeah.
It's nobody just out here trying to tell stories on. She done named how many of us? Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And it's like, girl, go sit down somewhere.
How did that impact you back then?
How did it bother me?
Yeah, back then.
Oh, if I, you know, one time so let me tell you how that rumor started. Mm-hmm. She called me one time talking about, oh, I need some money, I need a place to stay. So, evidently, we lived in Jersey together. I guess Tigger lived in Jersey too somewhere, and I lived in Fort Lee at the time. So he lived around somewhere in that area, and they got into some fight. So I don't know how she remembered my phone number and called me, and I was like, who this? I was like, nah, I ain't getting involved because I like to mind my business. So I denied her, and then the next thing you know, that came about. And I was like, you petty. You petty. Wow. You know what I mean? So, again, these people just hating.
Okay, so the people just hating, y'all. It's just hate. That's it. That's all. All right. Now, one last little piece of business. I'm not going to play this whole thing, but this is Corinne today. Hold on, let me share the screen. She just posted this recently. She does not go by Superhead anymore. She does not go by Superhead. She does not go by Corinne Stefans. Not really, but she'll explain. Corinne Stefans, she says, is her pen name. She now goes by her government name, I guess, which is Elizabeth Ovison. So hold on. Let me move that so you guys can see her today.
Let me take a sip of wine. Yes. What should you call me? Well, my name is Elizabeth Ovison, and for some people that might be brand new information. Corinne Stefans is my pen name. I answer to either one of those two. It feels surreal to me. Number one, to be 20 years older. Number two, to see the state of the world 20 years later, socially, I mean, between men and women, and I think the public's awareness. Confessions works now, I think, in a way that it didn't work 20 years ago. So yeah, it feels, gosh, thinking back, it feels like a whole new world. When Confessions came out, it was a different time. So I don't think anyone was ready for what Confessions did. and what it would go on to do even 20 years later. I thought that everyone knew that women were allowed to live their lives as freely as men. I thought everyone understood that women had the right to speak up and to tell their stories and to tell their truths. I thought that everything I was saying and doing, not that I thought it was like well known, but I didn't think any of it was surprising. I think that we've seen a lot of the same content in other books, like Pamela DeBar's I'm With the Band. I thought that we saw content like this or heard stories like these throughout the years, not just in music, but also in film, in politics, and so forth. I thought that these are ideas that weren't new and concepts that weren't new. So I wasn't ready for the amount of shock and awe that Confessions received. And I certainly wasn't ready for death threats. I wasn't ready for or prepared for the disdain, for the shaming, for the hate, for the need for police protection during my Confessions tour in 2005, to be traveling around the country with uniformed and plainclothes officers just to go to a Barnes and Noble. And I wasn't prepared for the way women protected men more than they protected women. But I learned very quickly that we did then and still do live in a society that celebrates men who lie and punishes women who tell the truth. My hope for the 20th anniversary.
That right there is profound. That right there is some real shit. They don't like it when women tell the truth, but we will uphold niggas who will come out here and tell lies. In fact, I don't know if you were taught like I was. I was told to expect these niggas to lie. Okay, question everything because these niggas is gonna lie. Now that was just how I was raised. So I'm just saying. But what she said is very, very true.
Anniversary of Confessions is that because times have changed and because of social media mostly, because if you think about it, Confessions came out in 2005. We had MySpace. Facebook was brand new. And Twitter didn't come around till I think 2006. And it didn't even blow up till probably 2009 or something. So because of social media, I feel like especially now, the conversations we're having now since the advent of things like, especially TikTok, the way that we're having conversations around mental health, around physical and emotional well-being, around sexual coercion, around sex trafficking, around women's bodies and women's right to do whatever they want and just live their lives the same way men do. I hope and I think and I feel that there is in 2025 for our 20th anniversary, there is a hope that the book will be received the way it was intended to be received 20 years ago. The 20th anniversary edition of Confessions comes with all new chapters.
Oh.
And it also comes with a fully edited version of the original chapters.
Oh.
The new chapters I'm really proud of. And I hope that when you read those chapters, when readers read the chapters that I wrote, that they're also proud of those chapters. And I kind of hope that they're proud of me because there's been, again, a lot has changed in 20 years. And on my end, there's been a lot of growth and understanding and education. And I hope that shines in the chapters when you read them. Confessions has a new audience now that it didn't have before. Young women who are just discovering the book for the first time. I'm really happy with where I see younger women standing on like social or interpersonal issues, like male-female interpersonal relationships and things like this. I'm really excited to be on social and see the conversations that are happening with younger women. It makes me so happy because they're having conversations that I wasn't able to have when I was younger, that nobody had with me. So to them, I would say, wow, if you're reading Confessions for the first time or even revisiting it, I hope that you look at it now through modern lenses. With everything that we know, with everything that we see in the news cycle, with all of the realizations that we have now that maybe not maybe, but definitely the world didn't have before. I want younger women to go into Confessions with their eyes open and with the new definitions and words that the public has become aware of. I want them to see themselves in the chapters. And even if it's something that you haven't gone through personally or you can't relate to personally, I want younger women to think about the other women who have gone through certain things, who have had to survive in ways that maybe they haven't, right? And to give those women grace and to give them your ear and your understanding and just give them space to tell their stories too. Because every woman's story matters. And I want to see more women telling those stories and sharing stories with each other. And more women writing their own books about their own lives. And so I hope that Confessions inspires younger women to, no matter your story, like it doesn't have to be as harrowing and unforgiving as mine. I want to see younger women tell their stories. I just hope that this new generation of women, with all the technology and all the apps and all the socials and all the things that we're doing, that we also take time to really record our lives and pass our stories down. Because if we don't, how will people ever know that we existed?
All right, I'm going to stop that right there. I think that you should go and check out her channel. Actually, I will. Let me see. Come out of this. The name of her channel is Elizabeth Ovison, okay? Not Superhead, but Elizabeth Ovison, aka Corinne Stefans, all right? And this is her channel out here on YouTube. She has just 7,000 or so subscribers. I will say that I have watched her for many years, as I've stated. I joined Twitter because she told me to. I mean, not because like I've never met this lady a day in my life. Don't get me wrong, but I was following her after I read the book and started like really paying attention to her interviews and that sort of thing. You know, I was following her. I want to say it was Periscope. I'm pretty sure it was Periscope. And then she was the one who said, hey, there's this new thing. It's the newest thing. It's called Twitter. Everybody join Twitter. I only joined it because that's where she said she was going to be updating people. She always had something interesting, even if it was Bobby Brown on her damn couch, okay, snoring and shit. Or we was going to see what was going on with her and Darius McCrary, okay? It was just always some shit going down. But anyway, this is her channel, and you can see her the evolution of who she is. And she's teaching over here at California State University. This looks like benefits of eating and things of that nature. So she's talking about stuff like that. And I'm interested now to hear the newest version of the book. So I'm going to go back out here because, like I said, I just reordered Confessions of a Video Vixen just recently. Actually, right before we started, I ordered the newest one or the old one. I'm going to go look for the newest one now because maybe that's what we'll listen to together. So if you aren't a member, please join, because not this Friday, but the following Friday, we are going to start our quest on getting familiar with Confessions of a Video Vixen. We're going to be listening to the newest one. Let's see if that one's on audio. All right. And also, next Saturday is the last Saturday of the month. I think we're doing 12 hours with V. So just have me on lock for next week as well. All right, you guys? Well, thank you for kicking it with me. We've been out here for 3 hours and 10 minutes, honey. I hope you enjoyed yourselves. I enjoyed coming out here with you and unpacking our memories, okay, of the 90s and the early 2000s, okay, and all the mess in between. All right, y'all. Just know one thing is for sure. I love y'all to pieces. And ain't nothing, not a damn thing you can do about it. Okay? Smooches.